Hello everyone, we are back here with some KeyForge Worlds Collide gameplay. Zach and I are going to pick a few decks. We're going to just play some KeyForge because the best thing you can do with KeyForge is just play it.
That's right.
That's the thing that I've learned now. I have, you know,
you can't deck build.
You can't deck build.
You can play your decks incessantly though and learn them like the back of your hand.
And I think that's what you're supposed to do. So we've seen a couple of new houses in Worlds Collide, Saurians and the Star Alliance. And so I haven't really studied this out. I've seen the occasional card. I don't really know what any of this stuff does, which is how I want to play KeyForge.
Sure.
You've had some experience with it. So what should I know? What's the Cliff's Notes of Saurians and the Star Alliance real quick?
Right. So last week when you were gone, I did solo videos, one for each house.
That's a fun experience, isn't it?
By itself. It was different. I got done and I was like both exhausted, but also like amped up because like you just have to carry a conversation on for, I was 4 hours.
With yourself.
Just flying solo. Anyways.
Hey everybody.
If you really want a 20 to 45 minute dive into each house, we have those videos on the channel. But here, I'll give you the quick runaround.
Yeah.
Saurians are the Roman dinosaurs. They really explore a new mechanic called exalting. So when you exalt a creature, you put an amber on it.
Okay.
And normally you get to exalt a creature and do something powerful, but the risk of exalting your creatures is that if they go away, your opponent gets the amber on your creatures. It's just like capturing
Right
amber,
on,
right?
yeah.
So they're kind of high risk, high reward, which is why I like them.
You're all over it, yeah.
And they also have, obviously, ways to manipulate. They have, like, one character's like, each of your creatures gets +2 power for every amber on them. So, like, it leverages it even further, or it does kind of crazy stuff with it.
I see.
Star Alliance, the two big things that they bring to the table are they have a lot of upgrades. So they actually like upgrade your characters a whole lot. There's a ton of, I picture them as like Star Trek in KeyForge.
So they're kind of like the Martians that people don't hate as much. I mean, is that the idea? Or?
It's like Martians were like a bunch of little guys that have a lot of synergy together.
Yeah.
So if you get 7 or 8 of them going, they kind of do a lot of stuff. In this case, it's like they can boost your characters. Like an upgrade's like, when this creature reaps, it does 2 damage to something.
Okay.
But they also have a lot of creature synergy. So instead of it being like, all the Mars creatures need other Mars creatures. It'll be like, this character enters play, choose one of your characters and ward it. So ward is another token. When something gets warded, the next time it would, I think, leave play is how it's worded, or take damage, it cancels out and it gets rid of the ward token.
So it's like a shield, basically.
Yeah, you're basically protecting them. But that's what I would say is the fundamental rundown of both of them. They both have ways of gaining tons of amber, like they have that kind of thing going. But they're not quite the same as like Shadows or Untamed in that way. Like there's some weird, there's probably some big Venn diagram, learn the word, finally nailed it, somewhere about like basically the strengths of each house and the weaknesses. And these overlay in weird ways with, like Saurians to me are almost kind of Sanctumish, that they have bigger characters they're dealing with, but then kind of like Untamed where they can also burst out and get a lot of amber. And then like Star Alliance is kind of Martian-y, but then also kind of Shadow-y / Untamed in the Amber department. So
excellent. Let's show I want to show the people some things we've been working on. Zach, you okay with that? I'm okay with that. If you're okay with that.
I'm okay with that. You want to zoom?
Can you give us the overhead, Bryce? All right. So we've been talking about these Enrage and Ward tokens for a while. They're finally ready. This is our final production run is complete. So we're awaiting our official production to show up. This was like our test batch. And you know what? One thing that drives me insane, I'll just say it. I'm not throwing shade at anyone in particular, but I'm just going to say
But you are throwing shade.
I absolutely cannot stand it when you just rip an icon that FFG has created and put it on your own custom token and sell it. Not only is it technically illegal, I assume that they're trademarked in some capacity. I think it's lazy.
Well, the designs I think are copyrighted.
Yeah. Right, yeah, one or the other.
But it's protected.
But anyway, so we had one, and it was kind of close to what they had done, and also wasn't distinctive enough. It didn't pop off the token. So we were like right there at the finish line, and then it was like, this isn't good enough. So we redid everything and got to these, which I think is a dramatic improvement of what we were working with. So we'll be using these throughout the game, and these will be available probably next week. I'm comfortable saying that. Whoever's watching this, that obviously is, look at the post date, and it's going to be a week after that.
The week of Thanksgiving 2019.
That's reasonable, unless something delays them.
They're going to happen.
But I think they'll happen.
It's worth noting too. You might not be able to pick this up on the camera.
They're double-sided as well.
They're double-sided. Yeah. The Rage and Ward.
Because of course.
In Rage and Ward, but the blue is. I love this. It's
kind of a sparkly blue.
You know, so if you had like a blue force field around you, it would kind of mimic that kind of vibe.
That's the idea. And because we're here, check these out.
Uh-oh.
So we're working on these.
Secrets.
We're working on these for the holidays. These are our black and gold amber tokens.
Unreasonably good.
So we're going to be producing these for a special limited time over the holidays. They are black and gold, and they will be as unique as any other set of amber that we produce. So we're running the same unique algorithm on these. We're just doing a opaque black gold paint fill on those. So look for those over the holidays. We'll be announcing those very soon as well.
And this gold is also a little bit sparkling.
Yes, it is. It absolutely is. So I guess I might drop some of those during my game. I think I've got a bunch of prototypes over here. I only have like 11.
We will need those. I played launch weekend without these tokens because I foolishly, like a fool, I had the starter tokens because I got one of the starters. I just threw the cardboard away because I was like, I already have my acrylic set.
Yeah.
And then I got like 2 minutes into a game and it was like, ward 2 of your creatures. And I was like, this is going to be a problem.
But I can't. Okay, any questions from live chat before we pick some decks and jump in?
Nothing reasonable.
I saw one about deck prices, which is interesting.
That is Born to Hula. My new favorite person this week.
I want to talk about that.
If you have a spare moment, maybe you can have a quick chat about present secondary market and your opinion about the decreasing deck prices. Repost from the last chat.
Right on. So, I mean, I'm not following the ins and outs of the KeyForge secondary deck market, but I think that actually speaks to something that's very relevant when you're having this discussion, is that, you try to put this game in a ton of boxes, and it doesn't fit in boxes that have been pre-assembled for collectible card games or for living card games or deck building games or anything like that. So the assumption is like, okay, we'll sell, and we sell some single decks as well, and the idea is like people will want to get the cards that they want, play the deck that they want to play, maybe try to find the best deck, pay some money for it, and go win a Vault Warrior, which I think is still relevant. I think people will do that. But I think the other thing that you're seeing is that most of us, we don't want to buy a deck and like go play in a key chain bound event. You know what I mean?
Key-bound chain.
I just want to grab a random deck for $10.
Yeah.
I want to open it up and I want to do this exact thing a couple of times, and then I want to do it again forever.
I was in storage on Tuesday, and it was my first time playing in a chain-bound sealed.
Yeah.
There were 20,
which is great, and you don't need to
here.
buy a deck for that. That's the thing, is that's why the secondary
here.
doesn't make sense.
There were people that had never played KeyForge that were playing this thing. And most importantly, first round, I'm playing against someone who is really good at the game, but we're both kind of just cruising through our deck and like figuring out how to use it. And it was super fun. And so I think that's a valid, maybe the most valid, like that's my favorite way to play so far.
It just seems like that's the format that kind of takes this game over the next 5 years. I think sealed is what this is really meant for me.
I also think in terms of secondary market, now that we're past the first couple of sets, when it was just the first set and decks were hard to get in the first place, that's going to boost prices. But also up front, it's like all the somewhat harder to get stuff people are collecting, right? It's like I want a Horseman deck and a Time Traveler deck and a Fagin deck. And I feel like now that we've experienced, it reminds me a little bit of Destiny, but once you experience like what the rarities actually look like and what you get when you buy a display or the 2 or 3.
And what a good deck actually looks like.
What a good deck looks like. It's like, I think the desire to just buy specific decks gets a little lower. And also, I think that the set design, like, to me, Call of the Archons, the first set, was the most wild. Like, just decks ranging from 2 to 10, right? And like, and there were very cool things to get. Like Horsemen, it was the first time people could own unique decks. People were looking for certain deck names. So I think the demand for individual decks has cooled. I think it's also much more difficult to tell how good a deck is just by looking at it.
And there's just more in the market too.
There's way more in the market, and I think this set particularly, the power level range is a lot tighter, and it's a lot harder to just tell. Even the various scores that get generated online, I think, aren't as accurate as they will be in 6 months. If those scores could ever be 99% accurate in terms of like how consistent is this deck, it would be a lot easier for that to happen. But it's such a gamble to spend a significant amount of money on a secondary market deck, and you haven't been able to play it.
Right on. Well, any other questions? We're finishing up getting the cards ready to get pulled up.
Duke wants to know, any chance to get the new Stun chain tokens by themselves or bundled with the new Enrage Ward tokens? I've seen that a couple times. I'm in the same boat. So I have the old chains, the old Stun, and I didn't get those. And I don't think they were ever
We didn't sell those
offered.
separately, did we?
No.
No. We might do that. I'll look at that. I'm
What's
happy
the
to look at
token
that.
look like?
There's
Oh,
the
it's on the
6.
back of the stun.
Yeah, back of the stun.
I
6 and
read
1.
you.
You'll notice too that the stuns are different, so you know which one's a 6 and which one's a 1. Like that's a 6, that's a
Front
1.
side of it. I got you. That's cool.
All right.
Okay, well, it's been heard. We'll look at it. There is a chance, dude. We'll stay tuned to our KeyForge stuff. If you're on our KeyForge email list, you'll know if that happens.
All right.
You want to pick some random decks and play?
Let's pick some random decks. So I think we've got the Saurian cards ready to go, right, Bryce? And then we're working on the Star Alliance right now. So let's pick 2 Saurian decks and see what the dinosaurs are capable of.
All right.
I've got my eye on this one.
All right.
Have you scanned these in?
Yeah, they're all scanned.
Okay, so if you want to follow along with my deck, it is Orlok Rainwind's Master.
How do you spell that?
Orlok. Rainwind, those 2 words together, possessive, and then Master.
Rainwinds?
Yes. Like apostrophe S.
Any
like
comments?
the Master belongs to Rainwind.
Any comments?
After Orlok. Orlok. Yeah.
All right. And then my deck is...
I guess I could have just shown you the card.
The Screaming Director.
Let's make this as hard as possible.
Mutton Chop, any chance for an air horn? Nope. Also, look at the avatar on the
Nice,
back
just
of this
throw
guy.
that one out there. Nope.
Look at this.
That's a better avatar.
Just
They
the
added
avatar
some
is
pincers.
Crazy town.
This one's a good one too.
All right.
It's a fun game.
So I'm not even going to look at my list. How about that?
Yeah, let's get over here. Let's shuffle up and play.
People are going to be like, no sleeves. You hand it to them.
Yeah, you fools. Yeah, that's fine.
I've also been told there's apparently 2 different icons that show up on the back of cards for the Saurian.
I heard that as well, yeah.
Which is great.
Probably 2 different factories, and they sent one to one and one to the other on accident.
Or there's just some layer of some file that didn't get hid or something.
Yeah.
Until halfway through.
Been there.
Steven says, hey, hey.
Hey, that's my name.
Darkness says, I heart the dinos.
Good. Well, we're about to have a dino. I just did that completely wrong. No, I didn't. I've been doing this for 2 decades.
Long time.
It's a long time. I still feel young, you know. It's just not
old
true
yet, but we're not young either. We're in that weird in-between state.
I do feel like I'm getting better at most everything life-wise. I think it's improving. I think I'm getting better at things.
I think I'm the same.
But I know that with age, I'm just going to get worse at things also, like walking.
I like that you actually cut. I appreciate that. 1 or 3? If you get it right, you go first. 3, so I go first. All right, in case you need a refresher, at KeyForge. First player draws 7 cards, second player draws 6.
Always different. Can't we just decide? So I get 7?
Yep, no, you get 6. First player gets 7, and they only get to play 1 card. Holy macaroni.
And I get a full turn.
You will get a full turn.
And the mulligan is standard?
Mulligan is standard. You pitch, but then you draw 1 less when you draw back up.
And you got to pitch them all?
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay. Fine.
I'm going to mulligan.
You can't mulligan.
I can too.
Not in this game.
What do you mean?
Can't have 1 less card. I mean, it's
on the
just,
first turn, you only get to play 1 card.
Yeah, the first turn you can.
So, and you start with 7, so you go down to 6. That's the kind of trait of being first. You play 1, and then you draw back up. Taylor says, "Hey gents, I've got audio coming through left channel only on my end."
That might be true. We can probably fix that imminently. I wonder how we would do that on the Roland. Is it coming through both on you? Like the left and the right channel?
I'm gonna talk. Can you hear me, Bryce? What up?
Are we split?
You should
check. Mike, check.
Not split.
You're good? It's working for you?
It might be an issue on your end.
We are split.
We are split. Okay. Is it Zach coming in one and me coming in the other?
You're both in the same.
Okay, right on. Yeah, I might be able to do something about that. You know, how was it even working before? What kind of witchcraft?
I don't know what happened. It just blew up.
We might just have to deal with that one right now. You might see if there's anything that you can do on the. Oh, I know, Bryce.
Because of this?
No, go into Wirecast and go into that audio source, and turn the pan like completely off. Can you do that? Can you make it like a mono track? KeyForge.
How does it work?
Do you got the card that you need?
I mean, I get to play 1 card, so let's see what we got. I'm gonna play. This is really bad, just opening everything.
I'm gonna let you. Why don't you talk to the people? I'm gonna see if we can get this audio.
All right, he's looking at
It's
the
gonna
audio
bother
issue.
me. You can play your first card though, because I want to know what secret tech you're gonna bring to the.
It's not gonna do anything.
Try now.
Can you hear me now? Let's see if we're coming out of both ear ports.
It's live television. I don't even care anymore.
We're live.
I just
If you're watching this later, you'll get a good laugh.
Yeah, that should work.
Aaron Clark says I'm good.
Yeah.
both ears.
Both
He
ears.
just says I'm good. I don't know. Perhaps that's what that means.
Yeah, that works.
Perhaps
That
not.
should work. If it's gonna work, that's the best chance we've got.
It'll save automatically. I don't have to.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, I get one card. I'm gonna play. Seems like a good turn 2 card. Unfortunately, I'm gonna waste it. I'm gonna play 6 Semper Tyrannosaurus. Play, move each amber from the most powerful creature to my pool and destroy that creature.
Wow, what a waste.
Yeah, and then I'll draw a card. Your turn. I have too many cards that are good after you go. You know what I mean?
So should I get a bunch of money now?
By money, do you mean amber?
Wow, wow. This is insane.
The internet still is saying only left still.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine. There's got to be a way to do it though. It's coming out of that channel. Maybe the Roland. See if maybe it's an audio pass-through thing. Jonathan won't know. He has no idea with audio. Right on. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to play a Forge Master Og because I'm playing Brobnar.
What's it do?
After a player forges a key, they lose all of their remaining amber.
Okay.
So keep an eye out for that. And then let's play Smith. Gain 2 if I control more creatures than my opponent, which I do.
And it has 1 on
So
it.
I'll
so you
gain 3. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Just a cash 3.
I mean, now you can steal it, but it's here.
Yeah.
All right, and then I get to draw 2
I don't
cards.
have shadows, so there's only so much to do there. All right, let's go with Dis. I'm going to play Obsidian Forge. On my turn, I can sacrifice any number of creatures, and then I can forge a key at +6, -1 for every creature I sacrificed. It's an artifact.
That's
so
really good.
It's a really good card. Then I'll play Gleeful Mayhem. Do 5 damage to a creature of every house, basically. For each house, you have 5 damage creatures. So I'll do 5 to you. And then I'll pass.
Okay. Little small ball here, huh?
Yep.
Destroy, reach, capture, maison. Okay. I mean, there's so many good cards that you just don't want to play until they're good, right?
That's right. But the problem is you got to do something. Winkler says, it's occasionally hitting on the right channel. Sounds like when a headphone cable has a short in it. I don't know.
I don't think. Although we did stream this way last Monday. Just move that cable around a little bit and see if anything happens. Yeah. Perfect.
That's why I went to college.
Okay.
The darkness, what are those? Black amber. I'll go ahead and use this moment while Steven's thinking.
Yeah.
These are prototypes for the special limited edition holiday versions of our amber tokens that we'll be making available, I believe, next week.
Yeah, we're
we
planning.
said
We're
when?
gonna try. We're gonna try.
We'll be announcing when that's going to be available, but they are unique, just like the standard amber tokens, except for they're in black acrylic with the sparkly gold paint on them, which looks amazing. Jose says the right channel seems to be working, but it's very, very faint.
Maybe change it back to the pan.
You want pan back on?
Yeah, we'll try it.
Peter, it is you.
So, what a game! I forget how weird this can be.
I forget how awesome this game is until I dove right back in. I played this weekend, even. That's how you know.
Okay, let's go Saurian then. Let's play a dinosaur. Each other friendly creature gains destroyed. Move each amber onto the supply.
From them, yeah.
Then let's tribute. The most powerful friendly creature captures 2. And I can exalt it to
don't steal
repeat the
these.
effect. I'm not going to, and then I'll gain 1. And then I'm going to wait.
That's pretty dirty.
It's a different game.
Yeah. All right.
It's a different game.
Here's what I'm going to do. Ready for this?
Yes.
Quicksand, destroy the most powerful creature controlled by each player that does not have a ready untamed creature. So it'll destroy that. And instead of getting that back because of his ability.
It says each other.
Oh, good to know. I'll take it. Then I'll play Cauldron Boil. Deal damage to each creature for every damage they have on it. Not going to do anything. I'll play Grasping Vines. Put up to 3 artifacts and back into their controller's hand. I won't do that. Then I'll play 2 Molefins. So they have Hazardous 3.
Ooh, big turn.
When you attack them, they do 3 to you before anything happens. And any amber that's stolen from me, I can deal 1 damage to each of your creatures for each one stolen.
That's good. I could be getting these 2/2/2 draws. You hate that? Where you get like 2 of each house?
Yeah.
It's just like, how do I get out of this?
You just start playing cards.
Can I see your discard pile?
You may. You got that mimicry over there?
Yeah, I do.
Come on now.
Just not controller ready.
Duke says, well, those are an insta-buy. And then the Darkness says, and those black keys. So these black keys are actually, they were a subscription exclusive, right?
Yeah, they were, yeah. I'm going to play that.
So, you know, if you're a subscriber, you never know what we're going to do. Although we normally announce that.
Mimicry. Treat it as a copy of, what does that say?
Gleeful Mayhem.
For each house, deal, what does that mean for each house?
So, like, there's Untamed one house. So you deal 5 damage to a creature of the Untamed house.
Okay, right on. Okay,
but like if I had 3 different houses out, it would do 5 to each one.
Is there anything else that would kill, what's the other one that kills a creature in there?
Deal damage to a creature equal to the amount of damage on that creature. This destroys the most powerful creature by it.
But you've got a ready Untamed creature, so I can't even use it. All right, Mimicry it is.
So you get an amber from that.
So gain an amber, and you get your 1, and then let's play a Bramble Lynx. It's got Skirmish. If I've used a creature trait this turn, it enters play ready, which it doesn't. It's just bad.
That would be nice.
Ah, 2 again. What's up with these 2/2/2 draws?
You got to shuffle harder.
Yeah, I probably needed to do that.
All right, let's go Dino Town. Let's see. Wow. All right, Odok the Patrician.
Patrician? As in the...
play capture 1. While he has any on him, my amber cannot be stolen. Thanks for saying
well, I don't plan on it.
Questor Jarta. Elusive Reap, I can exalt him. If I do, gain an extra amber. That's the same guy you had. When my characters are destroyed, I can put the amber from them on the common pool besides him. And Legatus Raptor. Fight, I can exalt him. If I do, ready and use another friendly creature. Just a casual.
I like your cards better. Your hands better.
Creature turn.
Okay, so what you're saying is... Oh wait, this guy's up.
Some of these cards are just straight up funny. Do you have... Let me know if you hit... what's the Meteor card? I can't think of it. Regrettable Meteor. Perhaps my favorite named card.
All right, let's go... let's go to the... Do you have anything that keeps your stuff from getting destroyed?
Currently? No.
Yeah, okay. Let's do the Saurians. Ward a creature, destroy each creature with no money on it, and then gain 2 chains.
So I assume you're warding your creature.
Yeah.
Then you're destroying every creature that doesn't have any amber on it.
Which should be this ward will go away, I assume. That's how that works.
Pretty gangster.
And then I'll gain 2 chains. And then we'll play the Golden Spiral, so I can exalt a friendly creature, ready and use that creature. Incredible card. And then that's it. I'll draw 1 card because of this chain and move on.
All right, let's do this. Picture this. Let's go. I don't know if that's right. Okay, let's go with dinos. If skirmish, so let's do
What a fascinating little game this is.
I'm going to play a Chant of Hubris.
I can't believe it.
I gain 1, and I can move an amber from one creature to another, so I'll move it there.
Hey, thanks.
Then I'll fight you.
That's cool.
I'll hit you for 5.
Okay.
And he's going to go away, and then I take the amber back. Thanks for playing. I'll play another Chant of Hubris just to gain the amber from it. That way I'm at 8. That way all your cards are really good against me.
Yeah, right.
And then we'll go the next round.
I'm playing Brobs and stuff, you know, so I'm not...
There's a lot of weird cards that do things that you don't want them to.
Okay.
Igor, or actually Allied, says, out of curiosity, where's the overhead cam? Igor says, I was about to ask that. Is it possible to have the overhead cam?
Yeah, we'll get it. Can you throw us overhead fairly often? We're working on the card pops right now. Basically everything today has just gone wrong.
About as wrong as it gets. Yeah, so basically Darkness saying he needs an all-black set. It would look pretty sweet.
It would look sick.
But he's saying he needs more amber at least because of the dinos, so that's going to be a great time to do it.
I don't like this. Okay. All right, here we go. let's throw a Feathered Shaman in there. And then regrowth, return a creature from discard pile to hand.
I like that Feathered Shaman.
Yeah. You know, the thing about KeyForge is like every turn is one card away from being like exactly what you need. Or like one moment away where you're like, I could see how this would work. And then your opponent always screws it up.
Yep.
Okay, I'm chainless.
All right, I'm forging a key.
Yeah.
Moving out front. Well, what? Did you not play the creature you got? Did you get an untamed creature?
Yeah. I don't want to play it yet.
Okay.
Probably
Right,
should, but
let's go. Perhaps.
it can come in ready, so
Okay.
I'm kind of holding it for in case you don't deal with that Feathered Shaman.
Oh, I'm gonna. Let's go this. Draining Touch, destroy a creature with no amber on it. That
Boom.
one. Let's play Imp Spectre. Then I'm gonna play Buzzle. When I play Buzzle, I can purge one of his neighbors if I do ready Buzzle. So I'll purge here. Then that doesn't happen because he doesn't get destroyed. But Buzzle's in and ready. Buzzle will reap.
Yeah.
Then I'll play the Evil Eye. Your keys cost +3 for the rest of the game. Just kidding, just for this next turn.
Oh, well, I wasn't planning that one anyway.
And then you're up.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Okay, let's throw some giants at you. Gron Nine Toes is coming in +4 while damaged.
Okay.
Mega Shorty has Assault 4 and Enrages when he reaps. And then let's do a Berserker Slam to gain an Amber, do 4 to a flank creature there, and you lose 1 because it was destroyed.
Alrighty, Roo. You got the big creatures now.
Yeah, maybe. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, wow. Wow.
Alright, you ready for this?
Yes.
This is going to be fun. I'll play here. I'll play the Kangaphant. Each creature gains Reap, destroy this creature. And a Molfin.
Each creature gains Reap, destroy this creature?
Yeah, I would destroy that guy first if you were planning on reaping. Just word to the wise.
Yeah, that does seem like a good thing to do.
Look at him, though. He's a giant elephant.
Would you look at him?
He's scared, but his little thing's running under his feet.
What happens here with Assault?
So, Assault is before this creature attacks. So, it's not a defense. So, if you attack me, you hit me for 4 before anything even happens.
This says before it is attacked. Deal 3 to the attacking enemy.
That's hazardous.
Right. So like so Assault would hit and you'd be off the table before hazardous
Yeah,
triggered?
I think so.
With perfect confidence? Perfect confidence?
Darkness, this is great. It says, oh dear, trading black amber is going to be fire.
Oh yeah, it is.
I'm looking forward to that.
It's going to be great.
The gold really pops. So trading those and having like a set of 16 different gold amber would be awesome.
Okay. So if I exalt my own things, then that amber can go to you. Is that how that works?
Yes. If you don't have something that deals with it.
And then if I reap right now, I die.
That is the name of the game. That's the same for me, though.
Okay. And you've got nothing there. Okay, 2. Okay, +2. Move each on this creature to the common. Okay. Hey, I can get into this.
Yeah, so Mr. Dragonfox confirmed what I thought. Basically, active player gets to choose the order. And so if you choose Assault first, I'm gone before anything happens.
Okay. Solid. Okay, so I've got to think about stuff.
You're good, we're hanging.
Let's go Sanctum, whatever the dinosaurs are.
Saurian?
Yeah.
What's that?
I get +2 armor, and if I'm destroyed, all of my amber goes on to the common supply.
Okay, that's pretty sweet.
Which is like back into the pool, not to you, right?
100%.
And I gain an amber for playing that.
All right.
That is Imperial Scutum. Kind of a dangerously worded there, isn't it? You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, I'm there.
All right, now check this out. Ready for this?
I'm ready.
Tribute. The most powerful friendly creature captures 2. I can exalt him. Do you care? Are we amber swapping?
Don't amber swap me. Here, put your 2 on there.
I can exalt him to do that again.
So you're going to capture another one from me?
So exalted, and then I'll capture one. Yeah.
And then if he goes away, I don't get anything.
It
Plus,
all goes
you
to
can do
the
that to
common.
him right now if you
Yes,
want.
that is happening.
Super good.
That is happening. Your opponent's keys cost +3.
All right.
When I play it, that is the Rhetor Gallum.
I love that card.
Then
Did you just take a moment to appreciate that? It's a dinosaur philosopher, and there's this two-headed little dragon creature carrying around a book.
those are two things that I absolutely love.
Or no, he's a one-headed. He's just slapping the guy with his tail.
Let's exalt a friendly creature.
All right, hit me with it.
And then
Man, you better hope I don't have a way to get rid of that upgrade. It's gonna be hilarious. Just saying.
what should I do? Should I do
He's gonna punch someone, right?
this guy's got to go, but I really like the assault happening before I take damage. That's something that I like. Fully heal, I don't care about
I mean,
that.
if you're not planning on reaping yet, it's not a huge deal.
Let's hit this while I've got the advantage.
All right, Molfen gone.
Okay, and then that's going to be it. And I'm going to have to decide something here.
You got me in check?
I do.
How about that?
I do. And I'm going to discard this meteor, even though I don't want to.
I love that. The regrettable meteor kills me every time. Okay, here for me to roll?
Yes.
All right, let's play. Let's go dinos. There's Tricerian Legionary. When I play it, I can ward a creature. Can I borrow one of those? Here they are. Got it. I'm going to ward the Kangafant, and it has taunt. So
You're warding? You got your... Okay, you got it, yeah.
We're going to go ahead and make your keys cost +3 this round. I'm going to play Chant of Hubris. What do you say?
What is it?
Rhetor Gallum again.
Rhetor Gallum.
And then I'm going to play Chant of Hubris to move one from here over to this cat. Actually, let's move it here. And then I gain 1 from playing it.
I should have saved that meteor.
And what else? Let's fight here. So I'll hit you for 5, you hit me for 3, and I get this back. Was that your token? I think it was.
Yeah.
And then we're done. Off to the right. Yeah, the meteor gets rid of the... It doesn't get rid of...
All dinosaurs and 6 power things, so unfortunately my own bro. Okay, so what you're saying is...
I like this deck. It's good.
What you're saying is... I feel like I need to just take a Brobnar turn here and go for it.
Clean house.
Yeah.
But if you have a handful of Brobnar cards,
that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Most definitely.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. I almost feel like I'm not playing well. This game makes you think that you're bad all the time.
Yeah. Well, I think there's so much going on in this game. A lot of people are concerned because of the deck's kind of being set that you wouldn't have enough like control over your game. But I've actually found, I mean, you play at top levels of games, like at Destiny Worlds, for example, most of the top level decks are similar. Like if you're playing against Raylo, you're playing against 28 of the same 30 cards. Whereas in this, I feel like it heavily rewards you for knowing how to use a much wider range of cards.
Okay, let's play the Centurion. I'm going to capture one if you'll get that. Play another Golden Spiral.
That's going to become obnoxious.
It does seem good. And then let's ready and use... Is there anything you like a lot over there? Taunt's worth knowing. Gosh, so that Kangafant is like set up.
Defended.
That's a real bummer.
That's a bummer, man.
It's a real bummer. Man, great. How'd you do that? 5 fully heal.
Precisely. That's how I did it.
Let's exalt here. and do this thing. Let's kill him.
Where?
The Salt 4. This guy.
He gone.
And that's it.
All right.
And then, yeah, you can only discard from your active house.
No amber, eh?
No amber.
There's some cards that I look at and I'm like, this is just going to come back to be bad for me, I think. But we'll play with it. We'll make it. We'll make it happen. Let's go. Little Soul Keeper here. We're going disc, by the way. When this creature is destroyed, I destroy the most powerful enemy creature.
Okay.
Just beware of that. Draining Touch. Destroy a creature with no amber on it. We'll go that one.
This one.
Let's play Eta Rom. How do you say that? Etarome?
Etarom.
Etarom?
Etarum. Etarum.
It has Reap. Destroy a creature of the house with the most creatures in play. Buyer beware. We'll play a Harbinger of Doom. Well, let's flip this. We'll go here, and then we'll play Harbinger of Doom over here. When this creature is destroyed, destroy each creature. That's probably not smart.
Please do that.
Let's flip it.
Please.
I did this on purpose, so it has taunt next to it.
Right.
Yeah, please. I want that one. And then I'm going to play here. And then I will pass.
Okay.
Just a cash board going. Man, this deck is... I like this deck. You'll see why soon enough.
Okay, so let's think about this.
Picture this.
Okay, I'm going to go Imperial Scooter.
That's right, Mutton Chop. If you have a creature that exalts every turn, then a card that says you can give that creature to your opponent. When you get rid of that creature, you would gain the amber from it.
Okay, so I think this works, right? So I'm going to go this house, I think.
Darkness asking if we have a forecast on restock of shield and armor tokens, or armor and power tokens. Those should be soon, because we should have those in stock whenever we put the Warden and Rage and also the black and gold amber tokens available at the same time.
Big shipment coming in. Okay, I'm going to choose the dinos, okay?
All right,
so first I'm going to exalt a friendly creature, ready it, and use it.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack here on the Taunter. This is going to take 4 before the attack.
Okay.
And then take 6.
And I hit you back for 5.
Yeah, -2, so I take 3 damage.
And then when this creature is destroyed, destroy the most powerful enemy creature.
Right. So do you have a choice?
It's your... I think so. Yeah, it's got to be a choice. I was going to say you're first player, but it doesn't matter. I'm the one choosing. So when there's a tie, I'll blow that guy up.
Blow this guy up. Okay, it goes back to the common.
But you're going dinos?
Yeah. Either way, I can send him up again, or you can...
Yeah, it's fine. I'll get rid of him.
Although the Dino Boy is going to get to go twice now, so... How you like that?
Is he?
All right, let's fight. Capture 1. Ding!
Where are you fighting?
This thing.
If you do that, every
yeah,
creature's
that's true.
destroyed.
I'll finish with that one, I guess. Does any of this... I guess I'll blow that ward. I'd take 5 back, right? So
Okay.
it won't matter too much.
Yep.
And then we'll exalt. I guess yeah, then destroy everything.
All right. And so then I get the 3.
You get him.
But the board is gone. That's a good...
I don't want that ward to happen. And then that's it. So that's something. Hope you get stuck on a bad hand.
Impossible. I'm just kidding. It's very possible.
I've got a turn coming if it's not good. Just you wait.
I believe you. We'll go Dis.
Yeah. I'm just reading chats.
Yep. We'll play another Etarome. Reap, destroy a creature of the most creatures in play. From the house of the most creatures in play. Draw my card. Etaromme. Etarome.
Okay, here we go. Get ready.
Got my boots laced.
Okay, let's throw a Harmonia in here. After you play a creature, if there are more enemy creatures than friendly creatures, gain 1.
Not currently the case.
I read that. Exactly the opposite.
Yeah. Harmonia is great when you have less. She counts herself, though.
Yeah. But, I mean, I blew everything up.
Yeah, you did. Had you not, it could have been insane for you. But
It could have been okay. I mean, I don't know. That's it. How about all these guys?
all right. Mine?
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere.
All right, let's go Untamed. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to play a Ghost Hawk. Play, you may reap with a creature neighboring this creature. Each creature, one at a time. So I'll reap here. I'm going to gain 1, and I also get to destroy a creature of the house with the most creatures in play.
I think that's Untamed. Do you want to kill that Ghost Hawk?
I'm pretty sure I don't. Let me just read these real quick. No. I'll get rid of the Molfin.
Okay.
No, hold on. Let's get rid of that thing. I don't want you gnawing on my...
I'd like to
sitting
get rid of
forward
that,
there.
yeah.
Speaking of the Rustnar, here we go.
Boom!
And the Kangafant. And we'll just hang out at 4 creatures just to make sure you aren't doing anything fancy here.
I am not. Okay. Okay.
Bone cells ready. Someone at movie is saying, I have some questions. Hit us up. Happy to answer while I'm hanging around.
Okay, +4, +4. All right, I'm gonna go Untamed. Dealt no damage. Okay, in return, it does some things. Reap, destroy this creature. Each creature gains. Reap, destroy this creature. That's annoying.
I think this has, let me look at my list.
It's supremely annoying.
Yeah, it's got 2 Kangafants in here. It's the name of the deck. The actual name is the Screaming Director, but it's neither here nor there.
Okay, so I've got some ideas here. All right, so let's do 3 with Skirmish there.
You got it.
And then let's do 2.
Got it.
To kill these. Then let's play Inca the Spider.
I like Inca.
Let's reap.
Hold on. You have a playability?
Yeah, stun a creature. This one, probably.
Got it.
Let's do reap, I think. Is there anything weird you may play with each neighboring creature? Reap with each neighbor. Okay, that's good, but that's over.
Yeah.
And this is a fight ability. My artifacts are important. Not that important. So let's reap.
Okay.
And then play a Low Dawn. Gain an amber. If there are 3 or more untamed, gain 2 amber, and then shuffle each one into my discard pile. And there are exactly 3. A Witch, a Rustnar,
Wow.
and...
You shuffle them back into your deck?
Feathered Shaman, yeah.
That's pretty sweet. That's a cool looking card, too.
Should be a big untamed turn.
The bear, like, hibernating under the grass.
Yeah.
Dig it.
Low Dawn. Very cool. Yeah, that is good art. Wow, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that's super good.
All right.
All right, you ready to rumble?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
4, 5.
Let's
6.
go Dis. Soulkeeper. Gain 1. Gleeful Mayhem. Do 5 damage to a creature for every house that's in play. Like, so I do 5 to 1 creature of every house in play. I have to do 5 here because it's the only Dis creature. When it's destroyed, I can destroy the most powerful enemy creature, which you're tied at 3, so I'll get rid of the Molfin. And then I get to do that to an untamed creature as well, 5 damage because of Mayhem. We'll go ahead and get rid of Inca.
Not Inca. Inca's so good.
And then I will pass and say check.
Okay. Check indeed.
Indeed.
All right. Well, this is funny. So you think you're out of board wipes at this point?
I mean, I should reshuffle my deck for what that's worth. I mean, I didn't have that many to begin with. I think the only one I had was the everything that doesn't have amber on it or something.
Okay. Here we go. Let's start here. Gargantes Scrapper. I can only play this card before doing anything else, which I'm done. If I have 3 or more, deal 3 to an enemy creature. Must do 3 to the old ghost talk. Yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
Then let's do Shorty, War Grumpus,
Ooh.
Mog Hunter.
My word.
9 toes, 9 toes.
This is interesting.
And that's my turn.
By interesting, I mean this is terrifying.
Yeah. So really that War Grumpus is probably the most relevant card.
How many of those are in this list?
How many Grumpi?
Right here.
I can't look at it.
All right.
It's against the rules.
Let's go with
Our
Forge
rules.
a key. Our house rules. All right, I'm at 2 keys. Beware. That's a real thing.
Yeah, I mean you got that thing that gets them on forever.
This?
Yeah.
I can forge a key at +6 cost, -1 for every creature I destroy. So there's that. All right. Let's do this. Dinos, Odak the Partition. Play capture 1. So I'll take 1 from you. We'll do this for now because I'm about to send it back to you. Then I'm going to play Chant of Hubris. I gain 1, and I move this from one of my creatures to one of your creatures. So we'll put it on Harmonia. And then for my next trick, let's go Tricerian Legionary Taunt. When I play it, I can ward a friendly creature. So we'll just go here.
Warded.
Then I'll play Diplomacy. It's actually Diplomacy.
It's alpha. You got to play that first, don't you?
I did that a long time ago. Until the start of your next turn, each creature gains before fight, exalt this creature.
Okay. Okay.
Not too crazy. I'll just put it here so we remember. Then I will pass.
Until the start of your next turn.
So basically, all of you.
If I fight your stuff, it gets exalted.
That's right.
But that's good for me.
Is it?
Oh, each creature, including mine. Okay.
Yeah. And it's gone at the start of my next turn, so it doesn't really affect me.
So things that attack me would give you...
That's why it's alpha, though. If I had fought on my turn, it would have penalized me.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asking some Mandalorian spoiler-related questions that I'm not going to read because you haven't seen it, I assume.
UV to your pool. Okay, we've got some interesting things to deal with here. Super interesting. Man, that's a great card for this exact moment.
Diplomacy.
Mm-hmm.
Good art, too. There's really good art in this game. They're doing some work. I think I like every card about 20% more because I know they can't be Martian.
Yeah, you would. You would. Okay.
You have I mean, part of it is just going to town on the Reap City, right?
Yeah, that is part of it. That is definitely part of it.
You're close to being able to just run the game out if I can't do something.
Okay, I like this idea most. Let's make sure that that's true. So I could do a reap. What does Enrage do? Reap.
Enrage, the next time that creature would be used, they have to fight available.
Do you have an answer if I
You
just
have a cool little avatar.
reap things like nuts right here?
I mean, so you're at 4. You're going to need to, if you go Brobnar all in right here, you're at 6. 6 on top of where you're at. So that's not quite enough
Technically
to finish it out.
7 if I do it right. So that's 11.
You need to find a way to get an extra amber somewhere.
I can find a way. Oh, I assure you I can find a way. Let's just see. Okay, do that thing.
Yeah, the War Grumpus makes this nice. I believe in you.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. Why is this great? Hold on. Stick with me here.
I'm here.
Okay, ready. Unstun. Oh man, I hate these. I hate these moments. I know there's a good way.
Man, I'm painfully close to some stuff.
All right, let's reap. Let's get into the reap.
We're going Brobs?
Reap moment.
Brob
yeah.
City?
Brobs. And now, if you discard 3 characters by doing this, let's say you play 2 or 3, you can forge a key at 12 minus how many you discard. Is that true?
Yes.
That's what it says. Okay, so it's unusual. It's unexpected that you would get that.
So if I had, as an example, 6 disc creatures in my hand, I could currently forge a key at -9. I could play them all out, and I can use
That would be an incredible turn.
that. Yeah. That's the least. That's the least we could say about that turn.
All right, let's just go for it here. Brobnar is going to reap. And I don't know if there's like all these weird shadow cards that steal a bunch of amber.
Easily, I'm not playing shadows.
Reap.
This is easily one of the fun, like the most notable parts of KeyForge, where like you build boards, you get to a certain state in the game, and then it's like deciding when to go all in on just like getting amber. It inevitably happens because like you could just crush my board here with your board.
Reap.
But I don't think crushing my board is the winning strat.
Reap. Reap. Ready and fight with a flank creature. Taunt here, ward here, capture 1. I cannot be stolen. Ward a friendly creature when you play it, so that doesn't much matter. So this guy needs to do something here. Let's fight here. He'll be exalted. And then we'll do 6.
Hit me back for 5.
2 to that.
1 armor.
Boom. And then reap here.
Oof. So you're at what, 9, 10?
Oh wait, that was yours.
Oh my goodness. What has happened? I gotta hoard my amber.
And then Shorty's Brew. Get 1. I'll just start using these boys. Do you know what yours look like?
Let me get, these are the 2 that I own.
And
That doesn't matter. They're all going to get replaced with the black and gold ones soon.
That's right. Give a creature
be real here.
2 +1 counters. Let's see. Where does that matter most? Make this thing harder to hurt?
Probably.
But I've already got elusive, so either one of your things would destroy it. Let's just do that. That's an easy amber that I can maybe prevent you from getting. Okay, that's it.
Alrighty, Roo. Ready to jam?
Ready.
Alright, let's do this. I'm going to play. Ooh, you may have given me the answer I needed. Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe, maybe not.
Cauldron Boil. Deal damage to each creature equal to the amount of damage on that creature. I gain 1, so he's going to take a whole bunch. I assume I'll get this
You got it.
back. Yes, I have these hanging around.
Oh, yeah.
Hidden over there. All right. So now I'm at 5.
Does it affect him as well? Is it everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
But then it has an armor. So here we are. Oh yeah, I can do it.
You get the whole thing?
Check this out. I'm gonna reap here. So I gain 1, and when I reap, I can destroy an artifact, and I gain.
That's only fight.
Oh, I thought it was reap. I can't do it. Back that up. It's close.
You can try. This is going to be a weird last turn for us.
I concur with your assessment. Let's go Molfin, and then elusive's a problem. It is just a
good. He should be enraged too.
Sweet tokens, bro.
Thanks.
Let's just reap, and we'll put you on check mode.
On notice?
On notice. Stop me. Your turn.
All right, I'll take this key.
Take it. It's close game we got going on here. I thought I was more out in front. Your curve was a lot slower up front, and then you had that beefy giant turn at the end.
It got there.
Rob asking how the Ward and Rage tokens are coming along. They are done. They are in production. They should be available next week. You can see them here. I have the Ward on this, and Steven has the Enrage on Shorty. We're also going to be making, what else is there? The Amber, the Black and Gold Amber, next week available. And then a restock of the Power and Armor that someone was asking about earlier.
So I need to capture things.
That would be the...
And if I don't have anything that does that...
You need to either forge a key or make me lose an Amber somehow.
Yeah. I do need to do those things.
Those would be the good things.
Those are the things to do.
If not, you just take a bathroom break and never come back.
Word each of the feather chim and no. I'll show you what I am going to do, though.
You're going to do a lot of cool stuff, I'm sure.
Let's play this Pterodactyl. Pterodactyl comes in stunned.
I didn't notice until I really started looking at it. It doesn't say dinosaur, and it's because if you look at it, it's like a machine.
Oh.
That they built.
Let's exalt it. Ready it, use it. Get rid of that stun.
My.
Let's exalt it. Ready it, use it. It only deals 4 damage, but before the fight, I deal 4 to each neighbor of whoever I fight. I guess I'll do there.
Okay, so you're taking 5.
Yep.
The 4 that would go here is warded. The 4 that would go here makes it go away. This takes 4. It has 1 armor, so it'll actually take 3.
Take 3.
And then it's still you.
And then move each amber from the most powerful creature to my pool and destroy that creature.
Nice play.
That is Sir Simper Tyrannosaurus.
Is it sick or sir?
Sick. Sick.
SIC.
All right. You did it. Congrats.
And then we get to the end of the game. But that was, you were on enough amber to win.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I like I said, all of these KeyForge decks, you break them open and you see how you could play all these situations well, and then you're like, but I can't. I'm always 1 turn away. Don't you feel that way?
100%.
It's like if that thing was sitting there ready right now, we'd be in a good spot.
I was playing some games against Matt on Saturday night, and it was like, I kept feeling like I was like, so every turn I had a hand in my hand where if he just doesn't deal with 2 particular cards on my board, like I have 5 creatures out, and it's like, he has to deal with those 2, I'm going to go crazy on him.
And then he does.
And it's like, I'll take this, that, and the other, destroy the board, and then we'll go the next turn. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it's that kind of a game. You basically try to find one opening, and then if it's given to you, you
really take it.
Take it, yeah.
Take it to the bank.
So it's about that pressure. It's about like check, literally, like
well,
this is the moment.
I think it's the back and forth of giving yourself these like big moves, and if your opponent doesn't answer, you obviously gain a huge advantage, and then also knowing when to like put on the gas.
Yes.
And it's like turn the corner and just go for amber, because you were only 1 turn off.
I was 1 off.
Yeah.
Had some rough turns early. Okay, so let's pick 2 more decks.
All right, I'm just gonna go to the next one in my pile.
This
one has Saurians and Star Alliance this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Star Alliance Brobnar Dis, so that's gonna be fun.
All right.
If you want to give the names, I'm Lorimer. Here, we learned from our mistakes last time. How's everybody doing out there?
Someone wants to know what's your thought on the various rating systems for the decks.
Well, I think it's fine. It's just not my KeyForge. It's not my KeyForge vibe. This is not a game. So I think what I've discovered is I can really. We talked about the obsession thing about like being able to obsess over a game. And I think I can really obsess over a game when there's a deck building, tweaking, refinement element to it, because I really love refining things. That's one of the things I love most. And in the absence of that ability to deck build, I just don't really care about constructed KeyForge. I just want to do exactly what Zach and I are doing basically forever. I don't connect like with a deck and say, I want this to be mine, I want to use this forever, that kind of a thing. I like the idea of it's this like hidden package and you've got to figure it out on the fly, maybe play it 3 or 4 times, get a hold of it, and then kind of move on.
I think one of the interesting elements of the rating systems that I've seen is like less a tool for deciding exactly how good a deck is, and and more a tool to like, they have various stats that are associated with them as well, to understand a deck a little better. And also, if you buy a new, you have a new set come out and you have 24 decks. I've seen a lot of people buy 2 displays. The ability to kind of like put all your decks in and get a really quick, like, here's, with some tools, some idea of like the power level of it.
Yeah, just kind of like the beginning, like.
And you can use that in a lot of ways, right? Like start with the most powerful if you're looking to actually go to tournaments or something, but also like understanding what decks are worth pairing against each other. I saw people doing that where it was like, we're only using SAS 20 or under.
Yeah.
So that there's like a barometer. So I think they're fine tools. I think people obsess with them a little more than I personally do, but they're tools that are fine. Is this your thing? It looks very crab-like as well.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
All right, so there's a lot of questions actually coming in. First is, will all those tokens be available at the same time so they can save on shipping?
Yes.
That's the goal of all those coming in stock at once. Yeah. Let's see.
You want 1 or 3?
I'll take 1. Someone
goes first.
All right, I got first. Someone says, I just lost a bet because Steven couldn't go a whole stream without comparing something to chess. I thought that was funny. That was Galactus, of course. Steven says, how many decks are too many?
I'm so out of the constructed game. I don't even.
I mean, to me, it's
just get a box of every set.
However many decks you actually.
I'd buy one a week.
Exploring? One deck.
I'd buy one a week. But the thing that KeyForge is going to struggle with, or, you do get to situations where, like, if you love sealed and you just want to play sealed, you're going to have decks, and it's like, what do I do with these after I've kind of gotten the open and play a bunch of times experience? And there's a lot of good answers for that. It could be leaving them at your library or bus stop or something like that. It could be having a little take one if you want for free at a game store. It could be I don't know, I'm trying to think of different ways you might use that. Giving them out to friends and family. Christmas time's coming around.
What's Mulligan? I'm first, right?
Try to get people, I think extra decks should just be trying to get people onboarded into the game. One
thing I kind of wished had popped up, and I'm not sure, I feel like some entity would have to do this.
We're an entity.
All of a sudden I look in a mirror. But some entity in terms of, once you're done with the deck, being able to send in to trade. Like, no questions asked, like, I don't want to see the list. It's just like, I have 10 decks that I'm done with. I'm going to send these in, and I'm going to get 10 new decks that are like, maybe used, maybe not, but other decks people are kind of, because I feel like the exploration nature of it, if I could just infinitely send in 6 decks and like get 6 new decks and just keep exploring as I play,
yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, but how would that work? You should figure that out.
I don't know how that would work.
Okay, I've got an interesting little turn here.
All right, I get one last card because I'm mulliganed.
I just can't. Yeah, I can't.
Oh my god, these cards are hilarious.
All right, give me one card. What's your one card?
All right, I'm going to go Star Alliance. We're going to play Transporter Platform. So it gets me an Ember, and it says it's an artifact. It has an action. Return a friendly creature and each upgrade attached to it to my hand. Okay. So I just bounce them. If it has a good play effect, maybe I'd want to keep playing it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I sure do. Okay, and then this and this.
That's hilarious.
Okay, let's do Lieutenant Kirker.
Lieutenant K-H-R-K-A-A-R. No, K-H-R-K-H-A-R. There it is.
Has Taunt, and then Hazardous 3.
That's pretty good.
And then keys cost +2 during your next turn when I play, fight, or reap with Censor Chief Garcia.
Okay.
And that's going to be it. So I've got 2 Star Alliance on the board.
All right, ready for this?
I'm ready.
I love this card, both for the art and the name. I'm going to go Saurians. The first card is called Sorry About That.
Ha.
Like that. Sorry. Destroy a creature. Its controller gains 1. I'll destroy him. And you gain an Amber.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And then I'll play Odak the Partician, and I'll capture that one. And then it's your turn.
The dinos, huh?
Just dinoing around.
Okay, let's see. That's not useful. That's not useful. That's not useful.
Sounds great.
Yeah, not good at all. Okay. Let's see. Creatures cannot reap, and you gain 1 whenever a friendly creature fights. At the end of the turn, destroy each creature. That seems good. It would be really good in most situations. All right, let's start with the flamethrower. Deal 1 to that with 1 splash. I hate using the card like that. It drives me insane.
Just not getting all that value out of it.
Play a little. That's why KeyForge is hard for me, because I'm like, but
you got to have those inefficient turns to have the very efficient turns.
Then let's do a Gron's Brew.
Gain 1 and +2 counters on something.
Gain 1 and 2 on my elusive. You cannot fight, or you cannot reap. You got to fight when used, when your creatures are used.
That's really
so
good.
Have at thee, and then I'm gonna discard Ragnarok because I'm hate myself. And over to you.
Hilarious.
You just hold your nose and do it.
Oh, that's the Ragnarok deck.
Yes, I mean, I guess it does have that card in it.
It's rare. it has to be the Ragnarok deck if you have Ragnarok.
And it has to be the perfect setup.
Yeah, but man, is that card fun. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
I'm going to go Star Alliance because I have to. I'm going to do Forging Alliance. It does nothing, but I gain 1. How about that? Your keys cost +2 this turn. I'm going to play Medic Ingram. Wards a creature when she comes into play. She'll ward herself because she's amazing.
You can't ward yourself.
I warded myself. And then this has deploy, so I can put it anywhere. I could have just done that first. Nurse Soto. Let's do it. You're up.
Whoa. You did some stuff there.
Yep, trying to just make it do something.
All right, well, how about welcome to this tasty disc turn. Lilithal.
All right.
No name. Play. Purge a card in a discard pile.
Ooh, look at that art, though.
Do you want to purge any of my bad cards?
There you go.
No.
Here's 2 of my rares.
I like all my
That's
cards.
All I got.
Yeah, that seems good, right? Forging an alliance. Let's get rid of that. I don't like you forging keys in a weird way.
That is oftentimes how games are won.
And then the Imp Spectre. When it's destroyed, I purge a random card from your hand. And then +1 for every purged card. So I can see a combo happening here. You better do something about it.
So you want to put a +1 on all no name?
I'll do it.
I love that art. All right.
Oh my goodness. There's so many interesting cards. It's like playing every collectible card game at the same time.
Yep. It's just all happening.
It's happening.
It's all happening.
And Ron Paul meme.
All right. X-Wing players.
Really got a heater going on here, Zach. 1 to 2.
Well, the game's just about to get weird, is what it is.
And you can return friendly creatures to your hand. Interesting.
All right. I gotta fight if I can, right? That's a bummer.
You gotta fight if you're doing anything.
All right, let's go Untamed. I'm gonna play a Musthic Murmuk. Each player's keys cost +1. When I play it, deal 4 damage to a creature. That guy.
That's aggravating.
I want him out of here. And I can't do anything yet. Let's go.
That's a good card. I love things that do things when they come into play.
Yeah, and I love the art, and I love the +1 ability. Feathered Shaman, you're familiar. Elusive, when I fight a reap, it can ward its neighbors. Play Grasping Vines to do nothing except for gain amber. I've been saying that a lot this game.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll pass. I now have creatures in play for every house.
That's good. All my cards say that.
You have Star Alliance in there? Mine say that as well. So I've been queuing this up for about 12 turns. One day we're going to do something.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you just have creatures in play and you use them.
That is sometimes
what you do.
I just don't like, I hate things on your side of the board. That's why I just am not good at this. It's like, but
it's because the
your
win
board
condition
advantage
isn't tied to damage.
I know.
That's
I'm a simpleton.
One of the unique things of KeyForge. But the reality of you could fight my creatures off the board all day long, but it's not getting any closer to winning.
Mm-hmm.
But you also can't just let me have this many creatures out.
Well, maybe I can. Because they're elusive and weird, and I can't hurt them.
It doesn't get easier.
Okay. Maybe coming around the other side. The +1/+1. Okay. And then this thing. Yep. And then 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Here we go. Get ready.
I'm ready.
Dendrix.
All right.
Fight. You discard a thing from your hand or random Soul Snatcher. If a creature is destroyed, its owner gains 1.
Oh my.
This has gotten weird now.
This is really weird.
I don't even know if I want to play that now.
I dig it. What is this, like a creepy old witch house?
It's a creepy old train, it looks like to me, but I don't know anything.
Oh, it's a Soul Snatcher.
No, of course. Oh, man. And then let's reap, purge a card in your discard pile. Does that do anything weird? Do you have weird cards that affect me?
No. You're back to it.
Get rid of that. Sorry about that, which is hilarious. Reap, and I'll capture 1.
Dick Scatberg has a question. As someone who's still heartbroken about Netrunner, is it possible to have loved and lost, or is everything just not good enough anymore?
It's hard to say. Oh, reap. I don't know. I may have just cheated. I can't quite remember. Someone said Netrunner, and I'm like...
You have 3 KeyForge? What happened?
Reap there.
So, like, a pretty sweet move there is to send him at me. He goes away.
Mm-hmm.
You do that.
Purge. That is better. But I can't do anything to you. I can't kill anything. So what's the point? You know what I mean? We'll do 2 there.
You don't
Let's
have
do 2.
to.
Let's do 2 there. I'll do it like that.
Just see where if he fights or reaps, I heal that guy for 3.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Just reap.
All right.
Everything's fine. I'll leave you to do it.
All right.
And then that'll be it. And then he's got a +2. You got 2 cards purge, right?
Yeah.
Get ready for 3 power coming in.
No name Wildcat over there. All right. Let's do this. You have anything weird when I reap?
No.
You don't. All right.
This is going to destroy me. Each time I Soul Snatcher, it changes everything. I can't deal with. I don't know how to play well enough normally. Now I got to think about like everything.
Yeah, that's correct. Welcome to the jungle. We've got fun and games. All right, X-Wing players.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Wow. Huh. Well, this is just going to get bad.
All right, let's go Star Alliance. We'll go Medic Ingram. We'll fight No Name.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 3. You have 3. I have Ward, though. So I'm going to hit you for 3. You'll go away. You'll get an Amber.
Thanks.
This will clear. Then after fight, I can heal a creature for 3 and ward it. She'll ward herself. What up?
Weird.
Then I'm going to reap here. We'll get an Amber and heal 3 from his neighbor.
They're all healing? Wow, look at Star Alliance.
Then I'll reap.
It's like when you bring those medics
Here.
in StarCraft for the first time. It's like, are you serious?
Your keys cost +2.
2 Marines have just taken down 17 Zealots. Just that medic back there. Zach has no idea what I'm talking about.
No clue. Just dancing with your hands over there. All right, then I'm going to play here. He has fight or reap. I can use another creature, another friendly creature. I'm going to play here. Sorry, it's Commander Chan. And then I'm going to play Sensor Chief Garcia after that. Your keys cost +2 this round, so they're +4 right now. And I'll pass to you, Lebowski.
Is there
a button you can hit to get rid of all this?
Is there any way that I can get this Soul Snatcher off of the board? Because I'm about to dump 8 Amber on you.
You can't.
I can't do that.
Clear the board?
I can't do it, but I also can't not clear the board. I mean, you've got like a bajillion things.
Does it get rid of your creatures too?
No, it certainly does not. And I didn't realize it was that kind of a deck until the draw after this, where I drew 2 of those do a lot of damage to your opponent stuff. That's good. See, it's a game of discovery. Game of discovery.
So,
right?
I mean, the other option you can do is at least, I don't even know.
Is there anything in this deck that would get rid of... I think you're just going to get some amber, man.
Charge me up.
You're about to get some amber, my friend. All right. Red alert. If there are more enemy than friendly, deal damage to every enemy creature equal to the difference. So 4 minus 8. Is that right?
4 to everything.
So 4 to everything on your side of the board here.
Unless you wanted to send that thing at me first and do 5 to everything afterwards. In case you really want to clear. I guess it doesn't matter. You're going to kill everything but him.
Yeah, that is kind of reasonable, yeah.
You can at least clear my ward token.
Yeah, let's do that.
Clear ward, you go away.
Yeah.
And you hit my board for 5.
Yeah, I like
you
that.
gain 1 back here.
That's smart.
But you're going to charge me up 8.
That's all right, though. I'm winning the race. Wait, no, I'm not. Because you're going to get to forge that key in a half minute.
I've got 2 keys worth of amber over here. Yikes. But I don't have a board. That's important to
That
remember.
is important to remember. Let's not forget. Okay.
Dick asking, what are Covenant's favorite card games right now? Just playing Magic the Gathering Draft a couple of games a year now. I'd say my favorites right now are Marvel Champions as a cooperative LCG.
I'm going to take this back. This thing. But it's going to be the same effect. I'm going to do that again.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I can't. Because then you would have, like, no creatures. So this would do nothing. Okay.
We there?
Yeah, I'm just going to...
Alert's a crazy card.
I've got 2 of them.
Yeah. You might have more than that in that deck. It was in my...
Call it
really
discovery.
Want to play this deck.
Okay, let's do this. Let's see, capture 1 there, discarded. Let's do Light of the Archons. So +1 power, +1 armor for each upgrade. +1 to your keys, number of houses I have, so 1 on the creatures. So you're at 7.
See, the upgrades are crazy.
Cloaking Dongle, elusive, both
So
sides.
what else happened in here? This is super... +1 for every upgrade.
Yeah.
+1/+1. So can you put the armor and the power on there?
You know I can.
I need to buy some armor tokens.
We're going to get you.
Then all my keys cost +1 for every house you have, so +1 currently.
Among friendly creatures,
And
so
then
just
this
the 1.
is elusive.
Yes.
And its neighbors?
Oh, and I need to get 1 for my Soul Snatcher on myself, on this thing, the sensor.
My,
Sensor
my.
Chief.
This game got weird.
Yep, it's a weird one. I'm going to discard this red alert and draw up.
All right, mine?
Yeah.
Forge a key. Thanks for the space lift. Let's play Saurians. Golden Spiral, you should be familiar. The Brutodon Auxiliary has Taunt and Hazardous too, so when you attack it, you take 2 before anything else happens.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go Red or Gallum. Your keys are +3 this round. Thank you. And we'll play Odak the Partition. I capture 1. When they're on there, you can't steal my amber. I'll pass.
This is garbage.
It's like, what? Too good. Too funny.
Too good. All right, hey, we're going to do this only because it's unstoppably hilarious for me to do.
All right, hit me
I'm
with it.
pretty certain that it's not going to work out for me in any way whatsoever. No, that's
Soul
not true.
Snatcher, really a game changer here. If you just hadn't played that round,
I think I would have been great. I would have been great. It's like you can play badly and ruin the game for you.
I think I call that discovery.
Yeah. Okay, Mug Hunter going here. Nine Toes going here.
Whew, here come the giants.
Stun a creature in each of its neighbors.
That seems... Are you sure you want to pick the middle one?
All right, here we go. Oh my gosh. There's another red alert in the deck.
3, yeah, there's 3 in there. It's the red alert deck.
Why didn't you tell me? Red alert?
What's the name?
This one? Lorimer, the Tanner of Shattercave?
So this pile of decks we're going through are my, like, these are the decks I want to explore that I haven't already played as. And so I remembered one having 3 red alerts, which is why I could clue off to that. All right, how many creatures you got? 5?
5. Destroy them all. Give me amber.
Nope.
Oh, you're still in check.
Yeah. You gave me 8 amber when I was at 4, which by my math gives me 2 keys.
We're going to have to run that back. There's no way we play Crisis Protocol days. 506?
Yeah, there's not a chance.
Bummer.
All right, so you've got
We're liars.
Things happened. You have 5. All right, let's do this. Ready? It's going to be great. Eldest Bear. I love Eldest Bear. He looks like Winnie the Pooh. Look at this guy.
Yep.
So if he's in the center, he gains, before fight, gain 2, and he's got Assault 3. So he hits you for 3 before anything happens. And his flavor text says, a gentle bear is still a bear.
So you have to get 3 over here from to be in the center?
Yep. Let's go Bramble Lynx.
That's how center works, huh?
Let's go Flaxia. If I control more creatures than you, which if you count, at this point I do, I gain 2 amber. Thanks for playing. Let's go Fangtooth Cavern. At the end of the turn, destroy the least. At the end of my turn, destroy the least powerful creature.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do math real quick. We got some 2s out here, right? Yeah, there's a 2 there. He's gonna get aced in a second. Okay, then I'm gonna play Cauldron Boil. Deal damage to each creature for every damage they have on them. Doesn't matter. And then I will pass. And you're gonna end of turn. He gets destroyed.
Ha! Purge 1 from your hand. Is that after you draw?
I think so. It has to be.
Purge a random card from your opponent's hand. What does that say? At the end of your
At
turn?
the end of my turn.
You think you draw before the end of your turn?
Well, if I don't draw, you get rid of this card that I don't want.
I'll take the better one.
But I'll just shuffle and give you whatever is good.
This one.
All right, great.
Purge it.
3 purged.
3 purged. 3 purge night. Okay, I'm going to do something that is just ridiculous. And I hope you're okay with it.
Okay. I mean, it is a game of ridiculousness.
Okay. And now we need to make sure Active Housing was in your hand. We've got some more red alerts here that could happen, don't we?
What's great is when I clear my board, I gain the amber.
Yeah.
I just recognize like my
Yeah,
ability
it's like, this is not, I would never play this card again in this deck. I have 3 red alerts in here, man. I'm clearing the board. This is a tough one.
I think that's like a last turn of the game kind of play.
Yeah.
Like if you have like 5 creatures out and you can play that and just like either nuke them or send them into attack and just gain amber every time, like that's pretty powerful.
Do I forge a key or do you have some garbage?
You forge a key, I have nothing going.
Didn't you have your opponent's keys?
+3 when I played him or when he reaps, and I didn't use that creature.
Okay,
He was stunned.
Here we go.
Whoosh.
Whoosh indeed.
Cruising now. We're on
I'm on my way.
autopilot. You've officially reached above.
All right, so I'm just going to do
10,000
this
feet.
to make it funny. Check this out. What if I did this? What if I put another Light of the Archons here?
So he gets double.
+2 × 4 is +8 to both,
Yep.
right? And then if I were to do that again.
That's amazing. This is also a 3 Light of the Archons deck.
Yeah.
So he's
3
plus
×
3,
5 +
plus
15?
15 each. 15 armor. He's
We're gonna
never
need more
going to get
tokens.
damaged. You don't even do it. It's just 15 armor.
15 armor,
I will
15
never do
power?
15 to get to the fact that I'm hitting your power.
Now, if there was a card in here that was like discard a creature for its power, gain an amber or something for every power it has.
I don't know if there is, but it would be sure fancy.
So the problem though with this card pool is that Star Alliance does nothing that isn't just. I could also do Skirmish, although there's no reason to put that on him if I'm never going to take damage because of 15 armor anyway.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to do the red alert because that just gives you the game. That's why I held on to that. So I'm going to discard it because I hate my life still. And then I'm going to go to you, man.
Man? All right. Man?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I get this.
Starting to understand the old deck.
Well, there's some purge stuff in here too.
This is going to be really funny. You ready for this?
Yep.
Let's do it. I'm going to go dinosaurs. Ward a creature. Let's get this Elder's Bear warded. Destroy each creature with no amber on it.
Really?
Here. I get rid of my ward.
What was the destroy each?
Axiom of Grisk.
I have amber on me.
Here.
This is a genius play.
It is genius. So all those creatures gain you amber.
Yeah, I've got 4 coming in.
I'm going to gain 4 from that.
Yeah. It's a strong check.
And then I'm going to gain 2 chains from that. Where do they're there. I was like, I have a giant stack of chains somewhere, and they're gone. Let's play here. Brooded on Auxiliary.
Brooded on Auxiliary?
Yep.
That thing looks cool. Taunt. Hazardous. Boy, it's just fun to use out of this one, isn't it? There's a lot of creatures that make you think. He's in the center of the battle line now, too.
He is. He has to fight something, though, which is not going to fight that guy.
Come on in.
I'll play here.
I don't even know if I got my amber for this.
I'm going to capture 1.
I could be... I accepted defeat a long time ago.
I don't know if you got the amber either. We'll use this. We'll exalt here to ready and use it. Then I'll reap. And I'll exalt it. I can spend amber on this as it's Senator Shriek's, as though it were in my pool. And then end of the round. I made a crucial mistake.
Yes.
At the end of the round, I destroyed the least powerful creature.
Here's my opening.
Which is here. So you gain 3 amber.
Yeah.
For
Here's
no reason.
my key.
And I get 1 last card because I've got chains. And check. You're in serious check.
All right.
Make it happen, Kevin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Whoosh. Adam Harris asking, no Marvel Monday. No, but we have Marvel Weekend coming up in Tulsa. The designers coming in this weekend. We're going to be streaming all weekend Marvel Champions, so check that out. We were originally going to get a game of Crisis Protocol in. We may, if we have time after this game, either play another game of KeyForge or cut and then just talk about Marvel or Crisis Protocol with the last little bit of time.
I want to play. All right, you're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Deal with 3 or make my keys cost 3 extra.
Deal with 3. Okay. Ready buzzle. Okay, great. Here we go. I'm feeling it.
You got 2 keys. You're less behind than I thought you were. Doesn't help that I gave you like 12 amber last round.
Okay. We're going to go dis. But if I kill you, then there's 1 amber there. So it's like this weird ping pong match that never ends. I can't ever get ahead. Return a friendly creature and each upgrade attached to it to your hand. That's not destroying it. At the end of your turn, discard to kill the thing. Okay, so I'm going to get one of those on. Okay. At Tarome, destroy a creature. Most creatures in play on the reap, so that's not going to matter. Buzzle, when I play it, I can purge one of the neighbors. I'm going to do that. And if I do, I ready it. So that's going to give me an option there. I'm going to play Exhume, gain an amber, and then play something from my discard pile as if it were in my house, in my active hand in house.
You're going to play that +3 cat.
I don't think I have the plus. They have the +2 cat.
That's almost good enough.
I'll get the reap too, the capture. Yeah, I put it on top. Boom. Play, fight, reap. Keys cost +2 during your opponent's next turn. What do you think about that? Then I'm going to go ahead and reap here. Reap here. Capture 1.
Ah, picture this.
Ding.
Thank you for doing that. Josh asking, when will Worlds Collide hit our Choose Your Deck gallery?
Good question. We may not even do it. We don't know. We're kind of looking. It's not. I guess it's kind of in the middle of doable, viable.
Last time was kind of our test to see the effort it would take to do it and keep it updated, and it was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work.
So we're just kind of looking at it and kind of seeing what happens with set 3 at KeyForge before we commit to anything at this point. So you stopped me.
I stopped you for the moment.
All right, let's go Untamed. How about that?
Mm.
Let's go Eldest Bear. He will fight.
Oh, yeah, that's an easy gain,
We'll
too.
fight
there.
here. Before fight, I gain 2. And then I have Assault 3, so I'll hit you for 3 before anything happens.
I get an Amber. Watch out now.
Then I'm going to do Cauldron Boil, just to gain 1. I attach here. Creature's not on a flank, can't attack there. Actually, let's do this. Oh, no, my taunt beast. Then I'm going to play another Fanghorn Caverns. Destroy the 2 least powerful creatures every round, just because I want to get this board clear.
Okay.
I'll lose my last chain. I'll say check. And then end of my round, we'll destroy
Zach
Buzzle,
just won me the game.
And sweet. I guess I could have stopped it. And then I'll destroy here and give you another one. And then you win. Nailed it.
I had some feisty maneuvering there to let you make a mistake.
So I shouldn't have destroyed either creature.
I don't know if there's out, because like you either destroy it and I get an Amber, or you wait and you destroy it and I get an Amber. No matter what, that creature's getting destroyed, right?
Yeah. I'd have to destroy neither creature, right?
Yeah, but then your thing would do it anyway. You would have to destroy the first one.
If I don't destroy the first one, then I can destroy the one that makes my things +2.
That's correct.
So the next round I can just rock it.
100% correct. Yeah.
You live and you learn.
1, 2.
So, meanwhile, I'm on 12
3.
Amber at the end of that round.
Okay, well let's just do the last decks. What do you think? Let's just keep it going.
All right, we're gonna do one more game of KeyForge. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna type the names in a second.
Here we go.
All right, so my deck is Indra, Astroworth, Hero, Steven's deck. What's your deck name?
How about this one? Frau something or other?
These are registered, so if you want to look them up on any of the apps, you can. The Preposterous Warden.
How's everybody like Worlds Collide?
That's for you.
I'd like to know.
All right, let me shuffle.
We've not seen this one, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I haven't typed it.
These are cool. Like every one of these. So have you gone through and basically said these are the interesting ones? You said. Or all Worlds Collide decks this awesome?
None of the decks that I saw, I was like, okay, that's just a deck I won't ever play.
Right.
But I basically got my decks and I sorted them by the ones I'm most interested in trying, and those are the ones in this stack.
Right. Okay.
But inherently, that's why a lot of them also included Saurian and/or Star Alliance, because I'm excited to try the new houses. But most decks were doing something interesting.
Yeah.
But it's, if you have a pile of 20 decks, it's hard to go through all of those and like actually figure out which ones are worth trying.
Yeah.
So I was just looking for cards I was interested in, or house combinations or whatever. Also, Logos got a lot different in this set, which I'm playing. So
what are they doing this time around? Still drawing cards? Weird stuff? Archiving? Yeah.
But they're doing things based on archiving instead of just archiving as a benefit.
Yeah.
Comments on your people asking about, or you asking about people's thoughts on Worlds Collide.
Yeah.
Andrew Martin's Worlds Collide is head and shoulders above, better than Age of Ascension. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Joshua saying still waiting for my box to arrive. Yikes.
Yikes.
How'd that happen?
You didn't order it from us, did you?
Yeah.
You don't have to say, but I'd just like to know if
you don't have to say where you ordered it, but if you ordered it from us, let us know. That's a problem.
We were getting most of those there on release.
Darkness says best set in his opinion.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree. Joe says played my first game of KeyForge with Worlds Collide Saturday. He's hooked. That's awesome.
Yeah,
it's a great set. Stephen Egley says haven't bought any yet, but it's looking good.
It's really good.
And the Darkness says I feel like AOA was a dud, but then again maybe not. I
was
think
safe.
It was just not as exciting.
Yeah.
Maybe that means it's a dud, but I think there's I don't think that the set is bad in terms of is it playable or is it fun to play. It's just not as sizzly as some of these sets. Oh, so these cards have like a yellowish hue to you.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I don't know if that's the card back or the lighting.
Do you think, Bryce, just talk past the audience here. Do you think that that little knob on the side of the mic input is actually a pan instead of a volume on the very far side of the Roland? Does that affect the volume in any way? We don't want to blast people, but are your levels getting higher as you turn that up? Yeah, there you go. Like the monitor headphones might be able to tell us, right? I don't know if that's volume or pan. Volume or pan. Check. Mic, check. Mic, volume. Okay.
6 or blank?
Okay. 6.
Nailed it. You're first this time.
Here we go.
I'm not going to mulligan then. And if you missed it, if you're just now hopping on, a couple of things. We have finished. People are asking the Ward and Enraged tokens for our Archon token set. Those are going to be available next week. If you look, they're double-sided. One side's Enraged, the orange, and the other is blue Ward. It's kind of a sparkly blue. We also have a restock coming of the Power and Armor tokens, which we have side sets of these. And then we have these black and gold amber that are also going to be available next week. All these should be available at the same time. So if you're on our KeyForge email list or you're paying attention to our social channels, you'll find out about that pretty quick. Those will be available next week for everyone asking.
You got to focus.
And if it's past Thanksgiving, hopefully they're just available on our website if you're watching this later.
Yeah, they should be. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my goodness. I've got to what? What is happening?
That's a good question.
I've got to mulligan that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Yeah. All of those are literally like the cards you want at the very last turn of the game.
I'm actually going to mulligan as well. On turn 2, which is, you have to have a pretty bad hand to make it happen.
Good.
Darkness saying you need it. I don't know what that is, but
everything. All things are needed. All things are needed. I was thinking maybe next week we can just talk about politics and religion.
Okay. Yeah. 2 to 6. You heard it here first. I'm into it.
Maybe the Taylor Swift cast of live streams.
We could just do the Taylor Swift cast.
I thought that album was great. I've actually listened to it quite a bit more. It's one of my absolute favorites.
Yeah.
But the production gets in the way a lot of the time.
I just want an acoustic piano Taylor album. It'd be 5 out of 5 stars for me. All right. Only drawing 5. He says all Covenant tokens are needed.
Yes, I agree.
I like your approach.
Oh, cool. Okay. If you do, choose a house and read it.
It's going to be an interesting turn.
From a discard probably the total number watch the purge card. Wow. Attacking a flank.
Yeah, Roll's saying only getting sound on the left channel. We've been made aware somewhat weird with the audio in the middle of the stream, and so we're going to look at fixing that after this. See you, Steven.
Destroy each creature and artifact. Draw 2 cards.
Mutton Chop, I kind of agree. He says he wished they would have retired Logos instead of Sanctum. But they've said they're going to bring those houses back. So I'm okay with Sanctum going away if that means that they're going to come back a couple sets down the road. And I assume all those houses will eventually get rotated out and in. All right, Babbling Bibliophile has Reap, draw 2 cards.
Reap, draw 2.
He's got to go.
You've got to go.
Let's go Saurians. I'll play the Golden Spiral. Your turn.
Ooh. Logos. Reap. Draw 2. In any other game, that would be the end of the game.
And it's over.
And he's got card advantage. Okay.
It's like the ending.
Okay. Didn't get anything we really wanted.
But now you know your next 2 cards, so there's that.
After I forge a key, destroy each creature and artifact. So that's worth something.
It's a bomb at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I'm playing it now. And then Cutthroat Research, still 2 if you have 8 or more. That's good to know, but I can't play that. I can't hold it. I can't call it. And it's yours.
All right. I'm going to go Logos. We'll join you. I'm going to play Cutthroat Research. Doesn't do anything but gains me 1. I'm going to play Information Exchange. Actually, you know what? Let's back this up. Let's go Wild Wormhole. Flip the top card and play it. You ready?
Yeah.
Keys cost -2 until the end of my next turn. Woo, that was almost miserable.
Oh my gosh. The name of the card.
Wild Wormhole flipped. We can all win.
We can all win.
Which is, look at that art. Let's get art.
Can we, though? That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That almost was devastating to you.
If you'd have one more amber, it would have been a problem. Sort of. I'll play Information Exchange. If my opponent steal 1, I steal 1 from you.
Okay.
And then if you stole 1 from me, I steal 2 instead.
No.
On your last turn.
Didn't.
Shouldn't happen. I'll play Daughter. She's elusive. During my draw step, I draw a +1 card.
That's incredible.
Then I'll pass.
Wasn't this a playoff of
Mother?
Mother, yeah, thank you.
Mother?
Mother.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's take a disc turn.
Seasick waiting. All right, what's up?
Let's start with Infernus. Purge up to 2 cards from a discard pile, and you lose amber equal to the bonus of those cards.
I assume you're going to go for those.
This one, I guess, and then one of these. I think I want to get rid of your cut-through research.
All right, and then I lose 2. How powerful is that guy?
It's very good. It's very, very good. Then we'll do a Spider.
There's
Skirmish?
A great card that you're going to love.
Gains poison while attacking a thing. Then, here we go. Let's... There's nothing... Oh, yep. I could... Nope. Oh, bummer. Elusive.
Daughter?
She
good. Don't forget about that gem. The strange gizmo.
I won't. Okay, let's do a Poltergeist. Use an artifact controlled by any players if it were yours. I'll use that golden spiral.
Exalt a friendly creature. Ready and use that creature.
I'll exalt it.
And it blows up.
I'll ready and use it to reap. And then Misery Exploit. 1 for each damage enemy creature. Not going to do anything. Getting it out of my hand and moving to you.
All right, let's go Logos. I don't like that strange gizmo, actually. It's gonna cause me some problems.
You know it.
Let's go Logos again. I'll play Tau Tau Vapors. Draw 2 cards and then archive a card.
Cool. Oh, we're playing like a sophisticated game this time around.
We are sophisticated. We both hit Logos on the same game, so that's interesting. I'll archive here. Then, you ready for this? I'm going to play EDAI, Eddie, 4x4. Play, archive a card. We'll do it. Your keys cost +1 for every card in my archives while he's in play.
Yikes.
I'm going to play Twin Bolt Emission. Deal 2 damage to a creature and deal 2 damage to a different creature. So we'll do 2 damage there and 2 damage there. It gains me 1, and you had
Just
1 capture done.
what you needed. Yep.
So I gain an extra. Then check this card out. Universal Recycle Bin. I gain 1. Action, archive a purged card.
Whoa. That's awesome. Wow.
And then I'll reap with Daughter, and we'll say check. Ready?
Interesting. That was good.
I believe that's one of the first cards that interacts with the purge pile.
That's pretty cool. That's very cool.
Oh, and I draw an extra because of Data. That's crazy.
Okay, how about Saurians? Here comes Draco Praco. You may exalt Draco Praco. If you do, choose a house and rage each creature of that house.
You gonna do it?
No, only on Reap.
Oh, I thought it was play.
We'll do a...
So how cool are those Roman dinosaurs?
Very, very cool. We'll do a Flank Strike. Choose a creature. Deal 1 for each friendly creature, so deal 2 to that.
Bye, Dada.
Let me get my Amber before I forget, and then exalt a creature to do that. To repeat it. I think I will. Will I repeat that? I don't know that I like that.
It'd be super good if you had another creature out.
Wouldn't it? I'm not going to do that.
All right.
I don't like it. It's too scary. And then a Golden Spiral.
All right. We'll forge the old key.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, let's do this. I'm going to go with Star Alliance. It's almost so good.
Wait, did you forge a key? We got to do this thing.
Nah. It's after you forge it.
Oh. Dang.
Yep. Sure. Why not? You know what I mean? Star Alliance. Red alert. 1 to each of your creatures because you have 1 more creature than me. Could have been better. We'll deal with it. Cloaking Dongle. I'm going to... This creature
Elusive,
and each of its neighbors gains elusive. We'll go Stunner. Do I even want to load this 1 creature out? No. Let's go First Officer Frame. It has Play, Fight, Reap after a friendly creature... Or Play, Fight, Reap, a friendly creature captures 1. So I'll go ahead and capture one of your amber with Eddie. Then I'll play here. Your keys cost +2 this round. I'll play this thing. It's where I can bounce a creature and the artifacts. And then I'll play Stunner. This creature
Number
gains fight, reap, stun a creature. What do I got here? And then I will pass.
Oof. That guy's got to go.
But all you have to do is forge a key and you clear my board.
Yeah, well,
Don't
easier
forget.
said than done.
Man, it's really good because the number of cards I actually want on the table. Like this deck has a lot of artifacts in it, and your Gizmo is just going to clear all those artifacts.
Yeah, it's strange. I keep playing these cards that make the game harder for me. Okay. Does this... Okay, let's do Logos, Titan Guardian, Hapsis,
Hapsis is good.
and then I'll draw to you.
Good beats. Let's see what's in my archives over here. Yep, I remember this.
Pleasure is all mine. It's over to you. I can't believe this game. You just KeyForge. It's
Making your head hurt?
so interesting.
All right, let's go. You're getting up there. Your creatures are beefy.
Yeah, got the beef. Come on in.
All right, let's go with Star Alliance.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Light of the Archons. So +1/+1 for each creature.
You want 'em?
For each upgrade, yeah. You have that armor. Nailed it. Then I'm going to fight.
Gonna taunt me in.
Yeah, we'll do it. I'll fight there. So I have 6. I'll hit for 6.
All right, it'll kill me.
And then after a friendly creature, after he fights, a friendly creature captures 1. So I'm going to move this here. And then after I fight, I get to stun a creature. So I'll stun that thing.
Okay. And then you take 5.
Yeah, I have 2 armor. So I'll end up taking 3 with it. Then let's think about my line.
And I draw 2 cards from my Titan Guardian.
I'm going to reap. Your keys cost +1. Or +2, sorry. I need to learn how to read. And then for my next trick, yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's use transporter platform. Action, return a friendly creature and each upgrade attached to it to my hand. So I'm going to actually return this creature
Whoa.
and these upgrades to my hand.
So you can just replay him and get Amber. That makes a lot of sense.
And then I will pass the turn to you.
You're not gonna play him?
Oh,
Can't you
wait, I
play
can
them
play him
again?
right now.
Yeah.
Holy
It's
mackerel.
crazy
really.
good.
We'll play here and we'll capture 1. That got unbelievable.
Oh my god, it's unbelievable.
Sure, we'll go here.
And you play the upgrades
Yeah,
again.
I did not realize
Yeah.
how great this was. And then we'll put these back.
I'll walk you through this
I'll
turn.
gain 2, and I'll go ahead and put these back, but minus the damage.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's way better than I
So I gotta do 6 to that guy to clean him
And
off?
Everyone has
Actually
elusive
8, right?
of this
Because
thing.
power is the thing. Gotta do 8.
Don't forget elusive.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta turn that off. All right, let's do the dinos.
All right.
Let's do tertiate. Play. Gain an amber. Destroy 1/3 of enemy creatures and then 1/3 of friendly creatures, rounding up. So let's kill this one.
Sure.
And then I'll kill this guy.
That's a cool card. Do you see that art?
Mm-hmm.
I keep saying that.
It's real good. Then this guy's giving everybody elusive, right?
Mm-hmm. And he makes your keys cost +2 currently.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty bird.
Okay, then I guess we could clear that out with elusive. I kind of like that. I like that. I like that. Let me exalt Draco. All right, let's go here. Let's go Draco, gonna strip the elusive here.
Okay.
Right? And you're still only at 3 power?
Yep.
All right, and then Hapsis.
And you take 3 from that. No, you don't.
I don't. No, elusive fizzles. And then let's do 5. So I'll take 3.
You gain 1. I believe that's yours, actually.
Gain 1 amber.
Or is it? Nope.
From your captured amber. And then I take 3, ward, and draw a card. That's good.
Seems good.
Yeah. Then we'll do... Ooh. And you're still at 3 over there? I wish he had... Oh, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. I can do that. Ward and draw again. Cool. Exalt a friendly creature. Ding. Use it. 5 there.
So you knock the ward off and
Knock
get
the ward
back.
off. Get the ward back.
You
Draw a
get
card.
2 amber from killing me or destroying me.
Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. This guy will come into play. I will go ahead and exalt him.
Wow.
+3 for each amber on him. This is Centurion Stenopius.
He seems good.
Very good. Draco. And then let's go Tribute. Gain 1, capture 2 on the most powerful friendly creature, which I think is here, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So you can put 2 on him.
Welcome to +9.
These are cool. All right. Yeah, he seems good.
And that's it. Check.
All right.
Check the power.
Well, I want you to forge a key.
Yeah, right?
Blow it all up.
Everything dead. Yeah, that's the exalt strategy. It's like, wait a minute, this strange gizmo. Probably not ideal.
Well, if you had the guy out that makes it where it just goes to the common pool,
That would be sick.
it would be an amazing turn for you. Well, I don't want to do anything.
I'll take that.
Let's go dinos. Oh, wait, maybe I do want to do something. Oh, that's so funny, actually. I don't want to do anything. You're about to give me so much amber.
Yeah, 4. You got 4 coming.
Let me make sure. Well, I have like a funky turn. I have a strange card. I'm just going to go logos. I'm going to take this action. I'm going to put...
Man, that's a good ability. I've got like a bunch of purgy
we
discards.
can all win and over there in the archives. And then I'll...
Is there a judge call? Why are there judges involved?
Judge. Why is everyone saying judge?
We don't know.
Then I'll pass. Your turn.
Key coming in.
Everything goes boom.
I guess does that word stick around, technically?
Yeah.
All right.
If you would leave play. So that's pretty good.
So you get 3. 3 amber coming your way. Exalt.
Crushed it.
And then each creature and artifact. Cool. Great.
The past 2 games,
Precisely.
you just play something on turn 1 that totally alters how the game should be played.
Precisely what we needed. Let's go Logos. Zen, just as Z-E-N. Hopefully you can get there.
Z-I-Z-E-N-Z-I-Z-E-N-Z-I-C.
And then a Sanitation Engineer. And then...
oh, he's super good.
Reap.
Plus 2 cards.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on now.
What's that? Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's forged.
Can't see the black.
And then I'll draw up to 6 plus 2 because of zin, 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 zin.
All right, I'm forging a key. We're almost there.
Don't do
I'm
it.
going to put my archives in my hand. How about that?
You can do that?
That is how that works. All right, let's do this. I'm just going to flood the board and hope you can't do anything about it. All right, let's go. Your keys are plus 3. Your keys are plus 3. I can spend amber here as though it were in my pool. I'm going to go ahead and exalt. I'm going to play here. Elusive has reap. I can say all these names if you want to try to make it happen. First is red or Gallum, which is the plus 3 when it comes into play, and can reap for plus 3. The next is Senator Shrix. When I play it, I can exalt Senator Shrix. Quester Jarda is this one. Elusive, I can exalt it. When I reap, if I do, I gain 1. Then I'm going to play Chant of Hubris. Move 1 amber from a creature to another creature. Move this from here to there. If you want to slap one on.
I got it.
And then I'm going to discard this card. This is the card I was saying was interesting. It's
What's the name?
Crassosaurus. 4 power, 2 armor, elusive. Play, capture 10 amber from any combination of players. Then if Crassosaurus has fewer than 10 on it, purge Crassosaurus.
Whoa.
So purging it would
Just
be bad.
basically like a reset though, right?
But if I had like something out that was when your creatures leave play, the amber goes to your common pool, it's like I could steal 7 or 8 from you, 2 or 3 from me.
That's amazing.
And then it just goes away.
That's truly amazing.
Yeah. But it didn't pan out. So then I'll pass, and it's your turn.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's think. Because I need to, I need to actually make things work well. Your turn, skirmish, you may purge 1. I'm in that weird state where like I feel I'm way behind and I can't just let you purge or reap next turn. I just can't let you do that. And there's no way for me to deal with this. All right, let's go Logos. We're gonna do a Positron Bolt. So 3 to this flank creature. Let's do it here. 3 dot flank creature, 2 and 1. I guess no matter what, it doesn't much matter.
Armor. So. Okay.
Then let's go 4 here. I take 4 back. Armor's cleared, right?
Yeah.
-2, so there's 2 damage to Steven.
Yeah. All right.
Let's do. Did you have any? You don't have any amber on you, did you? Okay. Positron, I need. Then do I do the? Do I just attack?
I think so. With that guy over there?
Yeah.
Knock this guy off the table?
Yeah, he's elusive though.
Oh, yep.
So that changes things. Let's knock that guy off the table, yeah.
Hitting you for 3?
Yeah. I'll take it. Sometimes that's protection, And then Hapsis is going to reap. And...
It's pretty good. You're going to get +2 cards again.
This is tough. I don't want to play this yet. But I don't want to hold it.
Sometimes them's the beats.
I hate this. I'm going to wait.
All right. Mine?
Yeah, that's the wrong thing to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You draw 1.
I might discard it. I'll play it.
Universal key lock. Keys cost +3. After play forges a key, destroy universal key lock.
Wrong. Bad. Bad. All right, go ahead.
You never know. I think it's okay. Let's go dinos again.
Buy me some time.
Let's go Brutodon. Has taunt and hazardous 2. I'm going to reap here, so I gain 1, and then I'll exalt it to gain another 1. And then I'll play here. When my creature's destroyed, any amber on them goes to the common supply instead of back to my opponent.
That's relevant.
And then I will pass, so it's your turn.
And you got taunt everywhere. All right, let's go dis. Gain 3 chains.
Binding irons.
Binding.
That's a. I played against somebody today with 3 binding irons in the deck. It made me want to slap something.
Yeah. Then let's go. Bloodshard Imp. After a creature reaps, its controller must sacrifice it. And let's go EI on the fringes.
Okay.
Elusive, during your turn, after you discard a discard from your hand, you may purge a discard from your discard pile, or a discard pile.
E''E. Just
If you do steal one, yeah, E''E. Let's do not finished with you, gain an amber, shuffle any number of creatures from my discard pile into my deck.
Wow.
Yeah, it's insane. But you got to figure out, like, you're getting to the end of the deck, so what's going to, like, save you? You know? There's really nothing in here that, like, comes into play and messes you up. That's what I'm looking for.
I mean, part of it is just, like, loading your deck up with the creatures of a house to play them and reap and go.
Play, reap, go. But
PRG, my strategy.
That's the strategy, yeah. And then Phalanx Strike. We've also got some logos things. So let's do these two. I'm going to take a chance. And then I'll shuffle that in a second. Last thing we'll do is Buzzle. Let's go Buzzle probably here. No, wait, I could also discard him. Let's do that. So then at the end of the turn, I think this is how this works. I'm going to discard a discard from my hand. And then if I purge a discard from my discard pile, I can steal 1.
So during your turn, after you discard a discard, you can purge a discard from your discard pile and steal 1. Yeah.
I'll purge Binding Irons.
I lost 1, so
It won't matter. Boom. And then you're in check.
You're at +3, right?
Yeah. Not real check. Fake check.
Fake check. I like fake check compared to real check. All right.
And then I still. Oh, I don't get my. I don't get my bonus. Let me put him over here so I get that bonus. Judge. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Well, there's that. Wow. Okay. Good. We got ourselves a game of KeyForge here, don't we? Are you going to win?
Maybe.
This is the turn where it all matters, isn't it?
Yeah. Sure is. I think this is the right play. All right, let's do this. Psi Officer Morpheus, SCI period Officer Morpheus. After I play a creature with a play effect, triggers play effect an additional time.
Wow, that's great.
Remember them beats.
Oh my gosh.
So then we play Chief Engineer Walls, who has a play, fight, reap effect. He may return an upgrade or robot from my discard pile to my hand. I get to do it twice because it's Morpheus.
Yeah.
So let's get the Cloaking Dongle and Light of the Archons. Why not? And then for my next trick, let's play both of these onto the auxiliary, or the Brutodon auxiliary. So I'll gain 2. And also, it gets +2/+2, because it's got 2 upgrades. And it and its neighbors are elusive, so that's fun. And you're at 6 currently, but +3 is what you need to win. So here's what I'm going to do.
Or what I need to get a key. I'm only on my first key.
I'm going to play, we can all win. I gain 1. Keys till the end of my next round are -2.
Okay.
Which is just almost enough for you to forge immediately, but not.
But not.
So then I'll pass. I lose a chain, because chains are fun.
You didn't reap at all, did you?
Nope.
Okay.
I just played a bunch of upgrades for Amber. That's the secret reap.
Okay, let's see here.
My word. I gotta look at something. Don't worry about me.
Don't you worry.
Interesting.
Okay, let's go like this. I think I can get here. Let's start with the classic golden spiral because
Classic. You're going Dino.
I'm going Dino. I'm going Dino. And let's go Tribune here. Tribune Pompitus. Each friendly creature gets +2 for each amber on it.
Nice.
And before fight, you may exalt Pompitus. We're going to put Imperial Scutum here. Creature gets +2 armor, and any amber goes to the common supply. Gain 1 for that.
Seems good.
We'll put Ludo here. Each other friendly creature gains destroyed. Move each amber on this creature to the common supply. Then...
You have a way to get me out of check?
Potentially. Yeah, you're only on 5 amber, right? Until the end of your next turn?
I think so.
Okay.
Keys cost my turn to the end of your next
Well, they're
turn.
+3 here too. So
Oh, yeah, never mind.
You're going to bust the...
I thought you were going to forge a key.
I'm not yet.
So I still cost me +1. Yeah, that's right. All right, you're good.
I'm not yet.
I outthought myself. See you, Joe. Got to go for class, apparently.
6.
Good luck.
So I need to do what, 8 damage here? No, 9, 10?
10.
Just count up the
And it's
things?
got hazardous too. And it's got elusive.
Hmm.
It's a stacked brooded on.
But it doesn't really do anything, does it?
It just got taunt, so it protects these guys.
Yeah. Destroyed. And this guy is a problem, and then that guy. Okay. And then, does any of this, you may return? No. Okay, well, let's do a flank strike.
What's that do?
Gain 1 amber. So 1 damage to something for each friendly creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's do 7 here. And then I can exalt something.
Got him.
Do I want anything that has +2 power? I'll go ahead and put it there. And then I can exalt to do it again, so then I'll do it here. So exalt here.
Gain 1?
Do 5 or 7 there, and then I'll gain 1 more. Yep. And then it's you, and I get an extra 2 cards. Yay! That's all discarded, and then this shuffles up, and I get some cards.
So I really just need to be on a winning amount of amber.
What is this? That's my hand. This is my deck. Yes, so I did that poorly.
All
1, 2,
right.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It worked.
It worked.
It worked.
We're going to go with, it's going to be irrelevant. We're going to go with Starlights. I'll play another Chief Engineer Walls. Go get my other upgrade. Wish I had more upgrades.
Yeah, that's a cool. I get Star Alliance now. I feel like I'm understanding it.
We're going to go Stunner. Gain 1. I will reap. Does something happen when I reap?
You die.
Where do you see that?
Right here.
All right, let's do this instead.
Kill
Walls
it.
is going to attack there. Does he have taunt or anything?
Nope.
look like it.
Nope.
I'll just
Don't
go
see
2
it.
there. And then I'll reap.
Take 2. Oh, you killed yourself. Nice.
I'm going. And then this is technically now a 3 and a 3. And then I'll pass and draw 1 less card because of my chains. Thank you. And it's your turn.
You got you chained.
And now you
Oh,
forge
this is gone.
key forgery.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Most expensive key of the game.
Poor. My
You
own
did
cards.
stop me from winning, though.
My own cards.
That is what that did. We'll see if you can stop me from winning again.
That's really the question, isn't it?
I believe.
What really needs to happen is I need to take things from you. You see? If I could take amber from you, you're at 6. There's nothing that's pumping that.
I'm at 7.
VT, purge one, VT, ready buzzle.
Take 2 or make mine more expensive. Can you get back your thingamabopper?
My thingy.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about, yes.
Why is thingamabopper fun to say? Just got some attitude going.
Good question.
Hey, if you're hanging out in chat and have any thoughts on Worlds Collide, I'd love to hear about them. I'm a fan. I think it's a really good set. I think the 2 new houses are also really unique and interesting.
I purged that, yeah.
It's gone.
In your archives. I don't have any cards on my archives. Can I get cards on my archives?
Are you looking at Eddie?
Yeah.
He archives a card.
Mm-hmm. That'd make your
close.
key cost 7.
Very close.
All right, hold on. Let's see if there's any other way we could do this. Destroyed. I'm on a flank. Draw 2. Okay. Is there a way to destroy my own things?
You can attack with them.
If they were not ready, yes. Freeze card in your archives. Nope. Purge 1. Shuffle, shuffle. All right, I don't think it's possible.
It's a trap.
Can you only do this once, or could you do this many times?
What is it?
That during your turn, that E.
You can do it for every card in
E
your hand.
apostrophe E on the fridges.
You can do that every time.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You have 3 discards in your hand right now. You could steal 3.
I would have been doing that forever. That's amazing. Well, I mean, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you steal 2. And you're off to the races. He's got to die now.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Dis it is. Reap.
You're like, wait a second. You got out right there.
And then after you discard a discard from your hand, you may purge a discard from a discard pile if you do steal 1. And you're saying I can do that as many times as I want?
Yes.
Are you sure?
During your turn, after you discard a discard. If it said action, you couldn't.
Okay.
So you're discarding 3. You can purge any
discarded.
3 in your discard, and you're going to steal 3.
Yeah.
Son of a... Move it. All right. That's bad. I should have destroyed that little thing.
What do you think about that, huh?
I'm coming at you. All right.
And then I go up to 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
Let's deal with you. Let's go. I've got to go Star Alliance. That's just the name of the game here. I will attack here.
Oh, yeah?
So nothing happens because you're elusive.
Yeah.
Then I'll attack here. I have 1 armor, so I'll get rid of you. And then I will pass.
Oh, my gosh.
So then I lose my last chain, and I don't draw any cards.
It's
Your
a
turn.
miracle.
Wooly's back in it.
He's back in the game. Found a way. Okay, so what does this mean now, though, is the question.
It's pretty... I mean,
just reap fast,
just
right?
reap town, baby.
Reap and see what happens. Okay, we're doing it. Logos. Let me make sure I don't have anything in my hand that would matter. Okay. 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 Okay.
I made many mistakes.
Okay. All right, that's great. That's absolutely great. Here we go. Look at this. It's happening. Reap.
I feel like I've somehow snatched defeat out of the jaws of victory 2 games in a row.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to give yourself an opening. You just got to stay in there.
Yeah.
Let your opponent make
given
mistakes.
Up on at some point, right?
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm in the middle there. Let's do 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Play, put this down.
What the what?
And then let's put this one down. Yeah. And then 1 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This is gonna be terribly funny, actually.
And then we'll do Eddie there. Archive a card. Oh, I can't do that. Or do I archive it from the top?
It would be from your hand.
Okay, right on. That's going to be a mistake. We're just going to eat that one.
Well, I think you're in an okay spot.
I think I'll be all right.
You're going to be fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want my play to be perfect.
All right. I'm going to do this.
Okay, I got a lot of things, so we'll see what that can do. What do you got?
What's your most powerful creature?
The most powerful creature is between 5, 5, 5, unless this guy. Each friendly creature gets +2 power for each. So that's 6, 8, 7, 7. Hapsis.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. Odak, I play, I capture 1. And because I have Psyops or Morpheus out, I can do it again. So I'll capture another one. Then, for my next trick,
wow. This is where things get really weird for me.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to do, I just don't know anything.
He is going to fight here.
Does that kill me?
Yeah. I have 9 power.
All right, 4, yep. So this goes to the common because of this thing, yeah?
Yep. And then I take 3. And then that'll be my turn, oddly enough. I stopped you from winning, but I'm not closer to winning myself.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Okay. Okay. I guess we go Logos, don't we? And just get all the gems?
You just go, man.
Yeah, let's go Logos.
There's no way I can't stop you. That's a good game. It was like reap 26 times. See you later.
Yeah. That's good. This is, KeyForge continues to be one of the more fascinating games out there.
It's got a lot of depth. I'll say that. I think there's a lot more going on than people give it credit for. And this set particularly, this is what I was saying. Now that you'll appreciate this. There's a lot more interactivity. Where there's more happening on the board and the sequencing of what you're doing matters a lot more, I think, than like in Call of the Archons particularly. It was like, I do a bunch of really cool stuff and get a bunch of amber.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's like tennis. Can you hit that big hit back?
That's exactly what it feels like.
And you go back and forth. But then the second set was like heavy creatures with big board wipes. So then it was like, I play a bunch of creatures. Can you get rid of all of them or not? Then you play a bunch of creatures. Can I get rid of all of them or not? And then also reap with my creatures. And this one feels like there's a lot less than just like all the way across board wipes.
So more of a technical game, really, in a lot of ways.
100%. Like reaping is way more important in my opinion. I think the abilities on the table, like if I had seen EE, if I had actually taken the time to read it, I can't let you steal 3, right?
Yeah.
That's just not.
That's too good.
Taken that off the board instead of whatever.
Yeah, you had to take that off immediately if we both are playing well.
But yeah. I think they did a really good job. Here's some comments from people on the chat about their thoughts on the set.
Yeah.
And then we'll keep going from there. First, Josh says, waiting to place to a local retailer in Australia claimed to have it in stock. Then after ordering, I was told it was on back order. Yikes.
So most online retailers are awful. I'm just going to say it. I mean, we grew up dealing with them. That's honestly why we're here.
A big part of it, yeah.
We had that one, the Star Wars TCG box, and it was like delayed, wrong cards, didn't know what was going on, and we were like, this has got to be better.
This is just, at the time, we were just like, this is bad. And then a couple years later, it's like, this is still bad.
A couple years later, we're like, wait a minute, we understand the internet.
Next is, The Darkness says, best set to date. Anomalies are cool. Dinos are the best house. Looking forward to more. Jake Miller says, the two new houses seem a bit overtuned, but overall the set seems very interesting. So I actually think that Brobnar particularly is getting, and Dis, more flack in this set than they should.
Yeah.
I think both of those houses serve a very important role. The Brobnar creatures particularly have a lot bigger bodies, which
they do. Like that 6 is important. 5 and 6 are really important.
A lot of the mass control cards are damage based now, instead of just like all creatures go away sort of a thing. I also think Logos got way better Like Logos is as terrifying to me as any of the houses.
It's a little more active on the card draw front, where you don't have to wait that critical like next turn for it to really take off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, which I think is nice.
And then next comment, from what I've seen, I think it's gonna be an awesome set, most flexible and least restricting. I agree with that. Adam Harris has a question. Any chance your armor tokens will be sold separately? I got tokens when they first released and don't need more power tokens.
Yeah, so we sold them separately for a while after they came out, and then we combined them. I think that's how we did it with the power tokens.
Because we took the power tokens out of the core.
Yeah. So probably not. We probably won't do that. But if you were thinking about buying them, so what we're going to do is we're going to sell the Warden and Rage for some amount of time, probably 6-7 weeks, as standalones for anyone who has the set already, and you just want to add your Warden and Rage tokens to it. And then we're going to add those to the power and armor sets, and that'll be the only way to get those in the future. And that's just from a production standpoint. Selling them as single packs is a lot more of a burden and not efficient for us. So we'll eventually combine these two. So if you want your Enrage and Ward, they're going to launch, God willing, next week. And then you can buy those separately. And if you are interested in that, go ahead and, obviously we're saying do it. Give us money. But also, they will become a part of the bigger supplement bundle. So if you wait, you might have the situation where you just need these tokens because you already have the armor and Enrage. And you didn't buy them when you had the chance, and so now it's all combined, and that's wasteful, and maybe you don't do it. So
yeah, and it's a tough balance, because like you said, for us to, the supplemental set, for us to do individual tokens is tough from just logistics and stocking and the burden that
manufacturing, volume, all the words you hear that
all the words
are annoying.
But on the Warden and Rage, if you want them, in the same vein, if you want to get them without having to buy everything else early on, it's going to be the only way to do that.
That's right. And anybody who wants to stay on top of this kind of stuff, we are religious about sending emails first to our email list for KeyForge. If you want to get on that, you can find that on the back end of your Covenant account. An account is an email address and a password. We don't require anything big of you. It's like 10 seconds to make. Once you have that account, you go into your email settings on the back end. You just click the little head. You know what an account icon looks like.
We've all been there.
Yeah, you click the thing and then you say email preferences, check the games that you want to get updates for. We send emails about new token launches or anything big that happens with those games. So you want to be on top of the news on our side of things. That's the best way to do it. That'll make sure you don't miss these kind of limited time things while they're happening.
We also usually post on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, etc.
The social networks, you say?
The social networks.
We've also got KeyForge subscriptions too. Of course, anybody who hasn't jumped on that yet, we did a good job. I think, again, I saw on Twitter a lot of people saying they got their boxes on release day. We were able to do that because we actually care enough to do it. So if you find that important, then you can start a subscription and that stuff will get to you at a great price, and then also on most of the time release day, not quite all the time.
Even in the US.
Depends on where you are, of course in the US.
Yeah.
And that's about it, I think.
Yeah, just looking through some comments.
Jonathan's got his KeyForge sub. It's a great test case. He gets a box every set that comes out, plays it for 6 months, just one deck at a time. And then next set's coming out.
We busted some of those out when I was over there for Eurovision.
Yeah.
Some decks that had not been seen. It's like, all right, here's some random decks. It's one of the strengths of KeyForge. You could literally play it as buy one deck, buy 12 decks, play it over 6 months. And there's people that are playing this every day. And because you just keep playing with the deck and getting better with it and exploring new decks and all that. So it's pretty cool. Everyone's saying they love the set. People are saying dinos are ridiculous, and maybe they are. But I'm curious to see if that pans out in the next 6 months.
Yeah, because you have to, you really just have to imagine there's situations where you can wreck a dino board and get all of that amber for yourself. So sometimes when you do have those like high odd, like high risk mechanics, if you have enough synergy where you can mitigate all of that risk, those decks always get crazy. So anytime a game really tries to push the envelope of it can be really bad or it can be really good, if you allow it to be really good too often, it does seem problematic. So that's something to look for sure.
It reminds me of other games when you have a very aggro deck come out. Mm-hmm. And at first people are like, yeah, you can't beat that. And then slowly people start understanding how to manipulate that. Yeah. And it doesn't happen all the time, but there are definitely vulnerable points playing the dinosaurs. And there may be some decks that don't have that.
Sure.
I haven't really examined it, but I won't be surprised if good players with good decks figure out how to basically make that a strong disadvantage for the dino players, when they're taking some interesting risks throughout the game.
All right, well, let's get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's always a pleasure to come back and revisit KeyForge for a little while. Anytime a new set comes out, that's a fun thing to do. This is kind of how we play it as people as well, which is pretty cool. And then I think maybe next week we should make good on our Crisis Protocol promise.
Yeah, this weekend we're doing Champions Weekend. It's an event in Tulsa. If you're unfamiliar,
if you're within a couple of hours of the store, you should absolutely come to that. Even if you never played Champions before. It's $49. You get to hang out with Michael Boggs, the designer, all weekend. You get to play against some interesting encounter decks that we put together.
With some great people.
You get to try out Green Goblin a little bit. You get to see Captain America early. It's just going to be a great event. We're going to have a good time together. So if you're anywhere nearby this weekend, consider coming to the store and pre-register for that. So let us know you're coming.
Sure. So there's going to be a lot of content for Champions this weekend. And then Monday we'll finish off before Thanksgiving with some Crisis Protocol.
Yeah, there you go. Get some Marvel stuff out of there. All right, everyone, thank you so much. And special thanks to KeyForge subscribers that are getting their boxes through us. This really allows us to do what we're doing here, as well as anybody buying the Archon tokens. It's fun in everything we do. So thanks for everything. And until next time, keep playing.